Hold on. Well, we're on.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
We are live. What's up, you YouTubers? I'm a little hurricane frazzled. I've been fighting the masses, the hordes, the barbarian hordes out there in search for water.
Dude, I've been barricaded inside my house after work. I'm letting them kill themselves out, and then I'll venture forth in the morning, well armed and
Dude,
ready.
I took total shit from my wife for my man stinks not kicking in. Like she's like, your man stinks suck, and I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you didn't get a generator, you don't have any water, you don't have any food, like dry goods, and I'm like, I have a 1919.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go take other people's shit. I said, my instincts are just fine. It's like, hey, oh, you got something I need? Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, you just tell your wife, like, it's just like Walking Dead, baby. The biggest risk is other humans. And
That's
I got I got a 1911 on me, and I got a fucking, I don't know, whatever other insane fucking firearms you own. To protect ourselves. Yeah, we last time we had I was just telling you guys just off air, like last time we had a cyclone, the only casualty was like some dude just like running a generator in a small enclosed bathroom and just suffocating himself.
The struggle is real.
Yeah, and like when there was a cyclone, right? Like people, like we're probably like 200 or 1,800 kilometers down from where the cyclone that big cyclone was. There was a really big one a few years back, and there was one sort of earlier this year, which was sort of didn't end up being that much. But the one a few years back, people down here were just like, holy fuck, like even though they're miles away, people just went like, need to go and buy all the bread that's in the shops, and just like bought all the like just
like, who's eating all this fucking bread? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But ages
I could talk about this with some, expert knowledge because I've been dealing with this all day at work. Yeah, Josh and I were talking about before you got on just the number of people that I don't know exactly what they think is going to happen on Friday because they're predicting a category 1, a weak category 1 on top of that. So like 75-mile-an-hour winds, gusts maybe 90 miles an hour, 95 miles an hour, and then it passes through, right? And you're going to get a lot of rain. People are buying water, and you see people buying water that probably have never drank water before.
Natty Light maybe, but not water.
Yeah, Natty Light or Kool-Aid. That's their drink of choice. But they're buying baskets full of water, and they're buying bread, and they're buying. It's just when I left today, the bread shelves, and we've got 32 feet of bread, 8 shelves high. Right.
That's a lot of bread.
That's a lot of bread. Fucking empty.
What a big.
Fucking empty.
Just bread.
It's just bread, man.
Right.
It's just bread.
Who's eating
all
this?
That doesn't include
bread?
like the muffin. That doesn't include muffins and crumpets and shit, or
no, none of that. That's another part of the store, right?
Yeah.
That's just the bread.
Crumpets. That's a good 20,000 miles away on the other side of the fucking world.
But they
crumpets. Yeah, man. Crumpets is a big Australian thing. You need more English people over there.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of crumpet business in Texas.
My whole thing is like, if you're in England, is an English muffin just a muffin? I mean, that's kind of the things that keep me up at night,
Yeah, I wonder. We call them English muffins here too.
Well, you're not in England, but if you were in England, right? Yeah. Is it just a muffin?
They've probably got some crazy name for it. Like
crumpet.
They've got, like,
they call them crumpets.
I've got tons of English, like British relatives, because half of my family sort of came out here after the war and whatever. And they have like there's lots of just like fucking pet names for shit as well in England, like really just like, like names people would call like a small dog, that sort of thing, but for just items. It's really weird. It's kind of weird.
Like a bitch. Like a bitch.
Flash, yeah.
That's
really not in America though. I'm looking forward to coming over. Like Michael is like so fucking psyched to come to be visiting.
Well, you have no idea.
We just keep reading all these crazy stories about fucking about Chicago, like all these like flying people and Mothman and all this shit.
I thought you were talking about the gangs and the guns.
I thought you were going to talk about like no titties.
Oh no! I heard there was like 9 murders there like the other day or something like one day.
That's pretty much a daily occurrence. That's average.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Mothman.
Yeah, that's the right thing to be worried about, in my opinion.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm looking forward to
seriously, like, at least every couple of days, there's something about like flying humanoid sighted over Chicago. Like a woman was down on the beach and saw a flying deer. Like there's some flying man. Like all these. I don't know. Maybe there's just a wingsuit craze going on over there, but yeah.
I need
no.
Oh, go ahead.
Now you go.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we're fucking looking forward to coming to Texas too.
That mic is so titties. Like I like, if it was a penis, I'd put my mouth on it. Not like real penis. Yeah, look at it. It's beautiful. Look at, like, it's all suspended. It's like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, so Tim, if we're really looking forward to you guys coming to Texas, also.
Oh yeah.
We've started some rough planning on what that may look like.
So there's stockpiling.
Yeah. So explosions and guns. That's step 1.
Yeah.
Booze, step 2.
Yep. We're all over booze. We're all over booze and firearms. We're all over that sort of thing. We've got to get some fucking crazy Texas barbecue, right? Like.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a must.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that for sure.
You remember that place we stopped at, like right on the border of Texas? It was like Texarkana, Nauman's. I got a T-shirt from the place.
Actually, I sent. So one of my coworkers went to Memphis for Elvis Week. Her and like her best friends, right? And so they drove, and I had them stop at Nauman's or Naaman's, however you pronounce it. And I told her it's the best fucking barbecue you're going to eat in Texas that I found so far in Texarkana.
It was pretty fucking good. I mean, really
legit, man. Totally legit.
Yeah.
But
well, it's gonna be good if you bought a fucking shirt from there, right? Like. Oh
yeah, no, the shirt says, I swear, the shirt says straight barbecue as straight as the pole your mama dances on, and I was like, shit, yeah. I mean, I gotta have that shirt, You talk about my mama and a pole, I'm all over that, Well, not my mom. I'm not.
It's literally it's in a former gas station on the side of the road in Texarkana. So it's not like in like this badass restaurant. It's just this little former gas station that they turned into a diner type restaurant type whatever, and they serve the best fucking barbecue ever.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Do they have like just some huge like big fucking smokers and shit out the back that you can see?
Yeah. You actually to the left. So if you look at it and look to the left, all their smokers and shit are there.
Well, I think they have like a food truck that's parked like next to the building, and they take the whole like the barbecue pits and everything, and they go mobile with it. But I think it's like part of the they cook in the truck, and then they serve out the building. But like if they needed to go mobile, like it's like, hey, hurricane party, you need to come over here and friggin' sell some barbecue. They load up the friggin' truck and just, smokestacks just going down the road with, the queue. And dude, here's the thing. Like they threw like a coleslaw in with like the chopped beef sandwich.
Man.
It was like just, I mean, it was it's one of those things where I look for like that ultimate combination of, you're like, I'd never put that in there. And then they do. And it's like, damn, that's so titties. I would have never thought of that,
I will tell you, my taste buds and throat were all jacked up from sickness.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
And I still recognized it as the best barbecue I've ever put my mouth in Texas.
Yeah.
That's how good it was. It fought through the sickness and just hit every spot inside of my throat.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Take that as you will.
Yeah, like my wife and I are always watching like the fucking cooking cooking channels and that sort of shit, and most of that TV is like, like Anthony Bourdain going around to all these fucking insane places.
Oh yeah.
Food and that sort of thing. And whenever they go to Texas, it's always like he's always like, okay, so the first 10 minutes of the show is gonna be me just walking around all these like giant like fucking smoking steel bins and shit, just like looking at all the different meats. And then like just sitting there, and then they just bring out like just all this different fucking food, and he's just like, oh yeah, like just endless slow cooked, fucking triple smoked, whatever the fuck, everything.
That's our life.
I gotta break a myth though. Like I can't barbecue for shit. Like if they think that you're from Texas, like you should like it's in like in your genes. Like you should be like inbred. Like like you come out of the vagina with a sop brush. I mean no, it's not like that. Like I took a
And an alpha sandwich.
I took a 13-pound brisket and made like 3 pounds of beef jerky once. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, it was like the most god awful thing. Like you can't just throw it in the pit and like wait 18 hours and then the outcome is this glorious fucking piece of meat that just falls. No, there's an art to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I am by no means a Q master. You know, but
Yeah,
it's a misnomer. It's a big misnomer that all Texans can cue like a god. Like you're.
Some are better than others. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst.
Oh, I'm pretty bad. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm like god awful. Like it's like, Josh, what did you do to this?
Some are better than others. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. So someone had to replay that.
I'll be the first to admit it. I'm like god awful. Like it's like.
Gosh, what did you do?
It was who's somebody's YouTube going again?
Yeah, sorry. I was just trying to look at it. It sucks that it doesn't show you the chat like from this window. Like you've got to go to the actual live thing and then
and then pause it.
Yeah. So sorry if you ever message me in one of these things. I can't do more than one tab at a time. So
let me ask you, Tim. What else do you and Michael want to do in Texas? Because we were planning guns, we're planning Mexican food, we're planning barbecue. So what else? What else are you looking for?
Sounds good to me. I want to go to fucking Josh's like insane fucking factory and have a look.
Oh yeah,
we can do that. Hell yeah.
We
Bussy. There's my spirit animal.
Being invaded by the fucking board.
Damn, Bussy. Pull the mic away from you.
What happened?
That was pretty crazy. Dude. Came in.
It's
like cyber warfare or something. I don't know what's going on.
It's going wah 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 wah, and then you see sideways. What is that? He came in sideways on the screen, like a crackling screen, like it looked like he was fucking hacking. That was so crazy.
I think he hacked us.
That was like some early 90s movie. If they were like, oh, let's show that someone's hacking, we have them come in on a flickering screen, and then it'll and it'll be sideways, and then it'll. No, it's more like hackers or sneakers. We're gonna see Angelina Jolie in the background with like spiked hair and
titties exposed. Oh yeah, that's what I remember that movie. Yeah,
fucking pop the firewall, man, pop the firewall.
Yeah,
crash and burn, crash and burn. Yeah.
All right, we'll give this a shot if that's any better.
What's up, Jake?
Good. I think my turtle beaches have a severe fuck up, and I'm not really sure what it is.
Did you hear us before? Like it?
Yeah, I can hear you guys fine.
Started playing this like insane
shit
like, and then you were like sideways on the screen, like and it was just flickering. We're like, what the hell's happening?
I had my screen locked. I had to allow it to rotate.
Way to make an entry. Hey, you're wearing clothes. You're wearing like a proper shirt and everything today, Jake. You're not wearing like
I haven't changed since work. Still got like work pants on.
You don't have the Carhartt overalls. You know, that's like your signature go-to.
Well, this was kind of impromptu. I was sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden I saw the link. I was like, oh shit, hang on. Let me go get my shit.
Yeah, I got to get you in here, man.
You don't wear the overalls to work? That's crazy.
No, they frown upon that. Apparently, it's not business casual.
All right, like Jake
you got to
Bussey,
move to Texas. In Texas, that is considered business casual.
He looks like he just got back from taking a couple of ducks out the pond. You know, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. No, he looks like the mechanic from Dukes of Hazzard. You know, just like one of those old dudes.
Cooter.
That's what I kept thinking of. It was just like, man, this is fucking burned into my memory from some 80s TV show, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And then like a week later, I was like, oh, it's fucking Dukes of Hazzard, fucking old shitty fucking. Not that I'm saying you look old and shitty, but just
I appreciate that too.
Yeah, Cooter's
hey, what's
a good
that thing
reference.
over there to your? What's that thing to your left, Jake, on the wall? Like most of a turkey.
That?
What's that thing? What is it?
Hey, Josh, present Jake so the world can see this. I think they've seen it before in previous casts, but
yeah, it's just a turkey van and some legs.
What is it? Okay. Can you take it down off the wall and like fan yourself?
The legs is the legs like that's something you keep? It's like
yeah, because it's got spurs on it. See,
nice stems on that turkey.
Oh.
See, it's got You've
it
got,
actually
you
a
got the
fan?
beard, you've got the spurs, and then you've got the fan.
Oh shit! Oh, that's nice.
Uh,
Okay.
You know, see, being Mexican and all, we just eat that shit.
That all goes in a stew.
Yeah.
That makes a good stew.
Yeah,
What's the
that's
beard?
pretty. They sell freaking chicken feet at HEB.
Yeah, we do.
Like, I don't know who the fuck buys it, but they're there. Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Real Mexicans, Josh.
Yeah, real Mexicans. Not this white bread Mexican bullshit.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at. I just typed in turkey beard, and they've got like this weird like hairy thing hanging off their chest.
Yeah, it grows right out their chest. Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Why didn't you keep the sort of like red goggly bit, have that dangling down between the legs like a full time?
Yeah, that probably wouldn't go over so well. I don't know how well that preserves.
I don't know. I kind of want to see the red goggly bits myself.
Yeah. Oh, you know the bit that hangs off the top of their beak?
Oh
like
yeah,
the,
That's
like,
there and just yeah.
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 You know, if you're a true Mexican, you take that and put it under the bed with a couple of eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps the cuckoo away, Josh.
Shit, my old man would tell me. He said, "You give a Mexican a cow, man. The only thing you lose is the moo."
Hey, so let me ask, Tim. I know you're a big fan of cryptids and crazy shit, right? So, are you familiar with the cuckoo of
No.
Mexican lore?
No, what is it?
It's the boogeyman.
Just like coyote with mange, because like almost everything.
No.
seems to be,
Yeah, everything can be explained a coyote with mange.
like every single time there's like, there's
That's not a cuckoo. That's a chupacabra. That's a chupacabra.
chupacabra for sure. And you're like, no, that's something with mange, guaranteed. And everything out of South America, like where they're like, oh yeah, it's a fucking ET. Oh my god, it's always a fucking sloth with mange.
Yeah. No, a cuckoo is exactly, that's the boogeyman. It's the Mexican boogeyman.
What does he call him in John Wick?
The Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It's just John Wick, but like
Except
Mexican.
ours it smells like friggin' Fritos. And,
It doesn't handle guns as well. I don't,
right. He can swim across rivers. It's friggin' scary as shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's weird, like the boogeyman thing, because in some of the southern states, they call Sasquatch things boogers. They're like, yeah, it's the boogers. They're out in the woods, these boogers. Yeah, it was like I was four or five when I saw my first booger. Like, so the whole boogeyman thing, is that because of fucking Squatch? Who knows?
I don't know, man. That dude from Wolf Creek was pretty fucking scary.
Well,
Thanks for mansplaining my culture to me, Tim.
yeah.
Are you southern there? Aren't you in the middle? Aren't you like middle?
Oh, he's southern, dude.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay. But you're not on the coast, though, right? You're not like.
Well, no.
You're
That's
landlocked.
that's where all the Yankees that retire and move south go.
No.
What?
I'm
Okay,
slightly
I'm gonna look
offended
up
by that, Jake.
Look, I don't even remember half the time that Texas has a coast.
You got real,
That's
huh?
Florida here.
I'm literally on the coast right now.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah. No.
So
I forgot what I was gonna
Not
say.
your
Oh yeah, you're
coast.
not even on the coast. You're not even. There's like Alabama. There's Alabama and stuff before.
Alibaba.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
I got a felt blade
Did it
from there
count as the
once.
South?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
I thought
Tennessee,
you were like Appalachian.
Jake is firmly southern. Don't question his southernness. I'm just saying. I got to defend Jake on this.
Defend him, shit, man. He oozes Southern.
Yeah.
Them fucking Carhartts, man. They're
Yeah.
ready.
Let's-
I'm fucking sitting here in a Punisher T-shirt, so he's like 10 times as fucking southern as I am.
Yeah. My family was all from the great state of Alabama. I was born in the state of Alabama and then raised in the Appalachian Mountains. So
Oh,
Oh,
old
that's
time.
as
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
southern as you
Hey,
fucking
Jake.
get.
hey,
Jake, remember that time I
Jake.
mansplained fucking tabletop clog dancing to you? You just like fucking, I just go back to doing that.
Hey, Jake, I got a serious question. Like, and this is totally, I guess, like, topographical, I guess, question.
Yeah, hit me.
Okay, so like, if me and Pretty were in a kayak in Tennessee, like coming down the river,
Yep.
which one of us would be Ned Beatty? I mean, I think I'm a good, at least John Voight, man. You know, Burt Reynolds. Hey, I take that as a compliment. But
well, at least he didn't die.
No, he didn't die.
There is that.
There is that.
And technically, if I'm remembering correctly, that was depicted as West Virginia, I believe.
Okay, well.
So which if we know our history about West Virginia, the reason there is a West Virginia is because it seceded from the state of Virginia to join the Union. So.
See, bunch of Yanks, butt fucking people on the river. God damn it.
Yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love it.
All right, man. Well, shit.
I think you guys could handle yourselves well. I mean, I think both of you could leave with your butt virginity still intact.
Well, you got to remember, we are from Texas, so we are armed.
We are armed, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were about to say we've already lost our butt virginity.
Oh, that goes without saying.
Yeah. It was just one time in college.
Yes.
Texas, so yeah.
He told me it wasn't gay, so I'm sticking with that.
Somebody told me once that it was only gay if you pushed back. So
yeah,
I think,
that's what I heard also.
Fuck no, man. Dick and ass. That's gay as fuck.
Yeah, no, we are armed, so the chances of us getting butt fucked on the river are pretty slim, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So far, somehow I've avoided in all of my travails across the river. So I don't know if I'm just floating the wrong rivers or
Right? Are you looking for that? It's like, is this the right ride with the anal sex? I'd like to take the fork in the road that veers past around
Jay keeps cruising up to the side of the bank. He's going all slow. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing, just looking."
So that's the fourth time you've passed by here. Oh no, I'm just.
What's the equivalent of putting your foot under the stall on the river
at the airport?
At the airport, yeah.
Hey Tim, just so you know, when you come over, somebody taps that foot. Somebody taps that foot in the airport bathroom, lavatory, if you will.
How many taps is it? Like fucking, I know, like, because George Michael got busted, right? That was in the UK for doing it, and there's probably like a certain number of taps. Is there a certain number of taps in America?
No, I thought George Michael just pulled his dick out.
Yeah, right.
Well, he did that too. He did that too.
And he goes,
no. Like,
he goes,
that's
wham!
the whole reason everyone
Wham!
tapping. Yeah, that's the whole reason tapping the foot thing is because of fucking George Michael. It like all came out in the trial or something like that because he got busted for like public indecent behavior or whatever the hell it was. And that was when they were putting it in the papers and stuff, and everyone was like, "Whoa, there's codes. We're just saying like homosexuals are meeting in bathrooms and fucking what?" And that's when that's when a whole bunch of housewives around the world got their minds blown.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Derek? Let's welcome Derek
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
RFI into the chat.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh,
Hey, Derek.
What's up, Big D?
not
Is
much.
he Big D now?
Hanging out.
Did I miss that?
We got Covenant of Fire in here?
Yeah.
Jake, I'm looking at him, and I was like, Covenant? Jake,
It's like an amateur hour up here.
Like, fuck, man. Did I just get to the party? What's up?
We got to talk about butt fucking on the river, and Josh got all excited.
Yeah.
Josh just went blank. He's just envisioning you on the river. That's all it was.
In the Burt Reynolds get up, with a crossbow.
You thought he was in a dream right now.
Yeah. See, look at that. Jake went to.
Woo! I like that, dude. That's like high tech graphic action right there.
Yeah, it's better than us. We don't have shit.
We don't have shit. Like mine says Michael. The brother pops up. He's like floating the river with a beer.
Oh yeah.
says the Forgotten Legion to me, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
one of us says, oh yeah, Josh should say the Forgotten Legion because he's the key account.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
this. So
But you got a whole fucking. I'm just looking at your screen now, Josh. Do you have a whole just like a paint rack from a store in your house?
Yeah, I do. Isn't that awesome?
What the hell? Are you at a shop or you're in your house?
hey,
my
Josh,
house.
Josh, present that for everybody.
Okay, yeah.
You're still presenting, Jake.
Am I still presenting Jake?
just-
Okay, hold on.
Present Jake. Yeah, because I was imagining you just turn the camera all the way around and there's a shop in front of you and you're just sitting there like.
Right. I want to get that primary Space
art.
Marine in here. You know, like what's his name? Sam. Sam the Space Marine.
Oh, that big cutout that
The big
stands
cutout.
up. Yeah.
Bruh. I'm like, shut up.
I feel bad. The only thing I have in
I
my
got all kinds of
background
cool
is
shit in here. Did you see
like
my
a flight
helmet?
drones.
Have you seen my helmet? My War Boss helmet?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're wearing that on the.
Yeah. I got a lot of cool stuff in here. Yeah, I'm running out of room though, man. Shit.
You know what
Yeah,
that
good
means,
work on the
Josh?
telethon. Good work on that telethon, by the way, guys.
Thanks, man.
I think you like a ton of cash.
Actually, let me
yeah,
see where we're at with that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today.
especially with Freddie doubling the amount of money. Because like when he was like, "Oh, I want to try and raise 10 grand last year," I was just like, "Fuck, I wonder if he'll even be able to do that." And then he did. And then this year he's like, "I want 20 grand." I'm like, "Whoa, holy shit!" And then yeah, it's at 90% or something like that.
Yeah, he's at $17,940 right
Damn.
now.
That's awesome.
What's the goal?
The goal is
20?
20K.
So we're
20
down
large. 20 bamboo.
20 large.
wiggers. Yeah.
Cumberland
Yeah.
County Public Education failed me. How many dollars is that a wheel?
So yeah, he's down like $2,060.
Oh, that ain't bad.
No,
I'm never
So
gonna
imagine you've got
dance
2,000.
again.
Yeah, imagine you've got 2,000 canoes, right? But only 1,740 of those have got psychos in them. How many
Yeah,
canoes
exactly.
are empty? Just putting it into like serial killer river cruising math.
Right? Yeah, I think the psychers would get butt fucked first. I mean, really. I mean, yeah. Make it seem like it's tighter.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that movie. Whenever I think of that movie, I always think I actually think of the one that I always bring up whenever I'm on this stream, the one with like Alec Baldwin, where he like
the Edge.
Oh, the Edge, yeah.
River was it the Edge or River's Edge or?
No,
I
it's
think
just
it's just called the Edge. Yeah,
Edge.
where they have they're in the plane and the birds just fucking destroy their plane and then they crash
Yeah.
and they have to fight it back. Yeah,
That's actually a
reminds
fear of
me.
mine.
Ooh, that'd be bad.
well, having to fight a bear or a fucking plane crash. or
Bird gets into the plane engine.
or Alec Baldwin. Is Alec Baldwin a fear of you?
Yeah, Alec Baldwin is actually a fear of mine. Actually, after Josh told the story of him meeting Alec Baldwin, he's no longer a fear of mine. So
yeah, he was a suave dude, man. That dude was titties.
Yeah, until you try to take his phone on an airplane while he's playing Words with Friends.
Hey, we all have our breaking point. You know what I'm saying?
Until you're his like Russian girlfriend, or whatever. Remember that? Remember you like
yeah.
was it his daughter? Oh no, was that his daughter? Was that him and Mel Gibson both around the same time had those crazy blow ups where they left voicemails for their wives or their Russian fucking girlfriend or their daughter or something. Remember those? And then
I'll just tell you. Yes, I remember that. I'll just tell you if I was a ridiculously rich dude, not married, because I don't want to get killed by my wife while I sleep. So if I was ridiculously rich and not married, I would have a Russian girlfriend. I mean, yeah,
I don't want to.
Yeah, it's hard to have a Russian girlfriend. You can't call her and go like, "You fucking piece of shit! I'm gonna kick you to death." And say,
no. Well, if she's in Russia, you probably can.
Sorry.
Laws are different there.
Just that up. I've got nothing against Russian prostitute. Oh, sorry, Russian girlfriend.
Mail order, my Russian
girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy shit.
Did you guys ever watch that movie Floating Down the River with one of the Carradines? Like, I think it was one of the Carradines.
Floating down the river? Like
No,
with
that's not what it's called. But they
instead of
were
a G?
no, they were in like the Louisiana National Guard or something like that, and they were doing a training exercise on this river, and they pissed off a bunch of rednecks, and and then the
Oh.
rednecks tried to kill him.
Oh, that sounds good. Was it Keith
No,
Carradine in that one or David Carradine?
Yeah. I think it was Keith. It wasn't David.
Okay.
It was definitely lower
Is that the
lower
Kung
tier.
Fu guy? The Kung
Hang
Fu?
on. I'm gonna Google that right now.
I think it was one of the Carradines. I'm trying to remember, but they were like back in the Louisiana Bayou.
Is it the autoerotic asphyxiation guy?
You remember like Next to Kin with Patrick Swayze?
That one's David. Yes,
Is that
Next
the-
to Kin was a good movie.
That's Bill, right? Like Kill Bill guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
thinking
Yeah.
of Southern Comfort.
That's the one.
Yeah, Powers Booth was in this movie.
Ah, see you at the
Yes.
party, Richter. No, that
Yes.
was Michael Ironside.
That was so not Powers Booth, but thank you for trying.
No, you know that was
You totally fucked that up, Josh.
that was Michael Ironside. I'm sorry. That was
Richter.
see you at the party, Richter.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
Powers
God.
Booth, Peter Coyote. That's somebody else you might recognize. The film set in 1973 features Louisiana National Guard squad of 9 on weekend maneuvers in rural bayou country as they antagonize some local Cajun people and become the hunter.
See, that's where you go wrong. No one wants to be antagonized. You know what I'm saying? Like you can
Yeah,
do
the
a
way
lot
it starts, they're in a canoe or they're in a little boat, and these poor bastards are out there fishing. And so they're riding around, and they got nothing but blanks in their guns. So some asshole pulls out like an M249 and starts just shooting at them and makes them bail out of the boat, and they think it's hilarious. And then they start getting fucked with.
I think I've seen this before, but it's been years. I need to see if it's on Netflix or something.
I don't remember it being good, but I mean, it was a movie.
I'm pretty sure it was
Oh,
good.
man.
Yeah,
I definitely remember it being a movie.
Yeah.
Is there werewolves or some shit in it? Like, what's the hook? Or is the hook just psycho?
Yeah, Psycho
Yeah,
Cajuns. That's the
you
hook, man.
don't fuck with rednecks, man.
Yeah, Psycho Cajuns. If you've ever been
Just-
to
just
Louisiana, you know not to fuck with Psycho Cajuns.
Right, you know, and you know, I know movies like Wrong Turn where they like make them into like cannibals and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like you don't have to, man. They're fucking
No.
scary as shit. It's like
Devil's Rejects. Oh, what's that fucking movie? What's that? Is it not Devil's Rejects? The House of a Thousand Corpses. Where is that set?
that's all. That's
Was that-
Tennessee. A bunch of Tennessee people.
Was that
Weird
Louisiana? It might
I
have
would,
been.
I would say Louisiana. I would
Yeah,
say
hang on.
Louisiana.
I'm gonna find out.
That's the South. All right.
I mean, this seems like some severe cultural stereotyping. That's what it feels like to me.
Where are you going? Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this?
I just want to know where Dr. Satan is from. Which state Dr. Satan?
Oh,
is
that's
from?
actually House of a Thousand Corpses is set in Texas.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's set in
good.
East-
Yeah, what
East
now?
Texas. Oh,
But
okay.
East-
And you guys got Leatherface, which is way worse.
Don't fuck
Yeah.
with me. I'm Leatherface.
So Tim, whenever we
We have to
go from Texas to Adepticon, we actually go through East Texas, and my family, we have a bunch of land in
Yeah.
East Texas, so we could go out there and
Ooh, that's
like hang out.
East Texas is where they're always talking about squatches. Are you near the?
That's
is
exactly
your,
it. Yeah.
is your family's land near the big thicket?
Well,
Is that
it's in the piney woods. It's deep in the
Do the
piney
Ozarks
woods.
run through the east part of Texas, or is that strictly
Yeah,
like
that's-
They
Arkansas?
do not. They do not.
I couldn't remember where they
Ozarks
started.
are-
I knew it was Arkansas.
Yeah.
The Piney Woods sounds like something from a Disney movie. It
Hey,
doesn't sound very
speaking
scary.
of which,
Uh,
the Ozarks is a pretty good flick on Netflix.
Dude,
right now.
Ozarks is a fucking badass series, man.
I haven't watched it just because I assumed it was about a bunch of Arkansas people, and I just
No.
Yeah, fuck them
It is.
Arkansasians.
Oh man, it is so good.
It's weird.
I watched
seeing,
it.
it's weird seeing Patrick not Patrick Bateman, whatever his
Jason
name is.
Bateman.
David Michael Blue, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
With him in like a crazy like drug drama style show.
Yeah, it's like Breaking Bad with Michael Bluth.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, it's so
I've
good,
only-
man.
I've seen the first two episodes. Does it get like crazy with those
Dude, it gets crazy.
cartel guys?
Yeah, it gets so crazy. I don't even want to spoil it for everybody, but because the first couple episodes I'm like, I don't know. I'll keep watching it because I'm a big fan of Jason Bateman, but I don't know. So I kept watching it, but it got so good, and when it ended, it was like, holy shit, where's season 2? I got to watch it right now, and
Yeah.
maybe next year.
Yeah. Speaking of major letdowns, 7 episodes in Game of Thrones. Shit, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, can Can we talk spoilers about that latest episode?
Hey,
I don't know.
just FYI, spoilers if you're watching. So
So
stop
what's with
watching.
the chains? Like, how the fuck? How the fuck? So there's dudes living like in the fucking snow, and like their
Where did
whole
the
thing
chains
is like
come from?
fire's bad, and they're like hurled out icicles and shit. How do they forge fucking steel chains?
There's
Like they weren't even rusty or anything. What did they just fucking magic them into existence? If they just made them out of ice, like they're magical ice chains, I would have been like, cool. If there were vines, if there were just rope of fucking shipwrecked ships or some shit, I would
Hey,
be
this
like, yeah,
goes
cool. No
back.
problem.
no,
This
they
goes back to the Ironborn. Build me 10,000 ships. I have no tree.
they just went to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. They're like, there's a
They've
Home
been
Depot
up there for
like 3 miles
thousands of
away.
years.
They went over there.
Doing nothing.
The links of the chains are so fucking huge that chain would be so heavy that it would be just it would just you couldn't. I guess they're zombies, but like a zombie's not as strong as a fucking person. It's the same strength as a person, right? They don't get magical strength.
No, they're more strong.
Zombies are like
The zombies are stronger in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but they killed like
Well, they're
billions of them.
stronger in
Like,
real life.
like the A-team.
Like
down.
a zombie
a
zombie doesn't have a brain that's going to tell them to back off because you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to tear a muscle. No, they just keep trucking. So it's like
hang on, guys.
super strength.
John Stanford, the powerful John Stanford has shown up in this chat. He said there was a chain-pulled ferry slightly visible in the ice earlier in the episode. So if that's the case,
a chain pull ferry. Wait, like Tinkerbell style ferry.
what?
You said what did you say?
Like a boat.
like a ferry, like a actual.
Yeah, not like
ferry,
like a big kayak.
Transport boat.
not like a poof, like a ferry. Like you get on it and you could do that with poof too, but you get on it and you go across the river.
Gotcha.
So what's that doing north of the wall? Like who's running a fucking ferry service up there for like wildlings and shit? Like, yeah, I've got 500 rabbit pelts that need to cross the river.
So
Well,
somebody
lucky
was
we invest like $1 in this fucking steel chain pulled fucking ferry thing so we can get your rabbit pelts and your like baskets of fucking camel shit across the fucking river. Like that's even more. That's just ruining my mind. That's breaking my mind even more. Wildlings don't fucking forge metal. Like that's the whole thing. They got fucking rock spears and shit.
So okay, so
I know
Tim,
that broke me. Everything else I was totally fine with.
we're
chain.
Okay. I got to jump in here. I got to jump in. Tim, I agreed the chains kind of bugged me, but John Stanford mentioned something, and it was my big gripe with the episode, right? So they're like, send a raven to Daenerys, and so
Yeah, that was pretty quick, Raven.
that was the world's
Oh, what about the
fastest.
guy running fucking
Like the whole
running?
episode.
Like, oh yeah,
run.
like 100 fucking kilometers. Yeah. How far is it? I'll take you 3 days to get there. Okay, I'll be fine. I'll do it in fucking like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Just runs across the. Like
Yeah,
you've never
they're-
even fucking been there before.
they're like, Gendry, you're obviously the fastest. You go, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, good thing you didn't take the hammer. It might have taken 27 minutes to get to the friggin' wall.
To put some of this in
Yeah,
perspective,
it might have taken fucking 4.5 hours.
Oh,
So I've been
yeah,
watching-
Goochman said the aliens left the chains.
You're fucking fired. You're fucking fired.
so I've been catching up with my wife. She's just started watching the show, so we're on the first season. And
Oh wait, did we just spoil like the most current shit for you?
No, I've watched it all.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Said
I'm just
spoiler,
making her
man.
finally watch it.
He could have disconnected.
But-
it. Well,
No, we're good. But so it took the king when he rode from King's Landing all the way up to Starkville a month.
Right.
So to cross the entire continent, because if I'm understanding right, King's Landing is kind of south and down, and the only thing further south than it is Dorne, I think.
Eastbound and down.
Yeah.
It's,
And so the Targaryen like hangout pad is further south than King's Landing.
I thought Dragonstone was north of King's
No,
Landing.
Is it?
it's, okay. So Dragonstone is north of King's Landing on the coast. It's in my mind, and it's been years since I've read that book, but in my mind, it's like halfway between where the Ironborn and Eastwatch and all that shit is
Okay.
on the sea down to King's Landing.
all you gotta do is watch the
Yeah.
fucking credits and you'll see where everything's at because it builds all the. Oh, right here. There it is. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't have
it
a
is-
fundamental problem with the dragons being fast. Like that makes sense that they would fly really fast in a straight
Yeah,
line.
I'm okay with the dragons getting there fast. I'm just the Raven was the thing that killed me, even Gendry, I was like, oh, he fucking killed it. He ran it. Usain Bolt, man, he did it.
Yeah.
But then they're like, let me send these ravens. I was like, oh, that's gonna take fucking forever. And the next thing you know is like, we're here. Y'all are still alive. I was like, they're gonna show up and fucking Jon Snow's gonna be a white, and they're gonna be like, too late.
Bummer, bummer, man.
Bummer.
Hey, the Lord of Light touched the raven. That's all,
Hey, man, I'll tell you what.
Very far north, like where they were.
I thought Tormund was
running.
fucking toast, and then fucking Hound comes
Dude,
through.
I
man.
thought you can tell that right now they're not going by, like, there's not books for this stuff because
they've left it way behind.
If George R. R. Martin was still writing that shit, there was half the people that they faked, like, made you think was going to die. I feel like they're playing that up because in the very beginning of the show, you learned real quick, don't get attached to anybody because they're going to fucking die. And now it's like they're playing off of that, saying, "Oh no, look! Oh, here you go! No, we've got him safe now." See now,
he does it in the book. If you read the books, like he killed fucking so many people off, just like in the show. But in the later books, like, it's rare for a character to get just fucking wasted. And in the books, like, as of the latest book, like, Daenerys is still fucking over just fucking around in Slaver Bay. Like, she hasn't even come across. Like, actually, I think in the book she's actually flown on a dragon and just ended up like fucking like getting captured by the Dothraki in the north. So like the bit in the show where he burns the whole hut full of people alive, like that hasn't even happened in the books. So
it's sad that this has been on for 7 seasons and that he hasn't been able to fucking write one book.
Well, no, they've left, and Martin's even said he's worked with the writers, he's worked with the producers to share his vision. But yeah, the books were left behind last season. They just fucking left him in the dirt. They're going forward, and honestly, I'm okay with
have a choice.
And the books take fucking forever too. Like I've been reading the books for like since the 90s or some shit like that.
1996 was the first time I read the first book.
I'm sure there was like 10 years in between fucking Dance of Dragons and Storm of Swords and whatever the one is after that. Feast of Crows. I'm pretty sure there was like must have been 10 years fucking in between those books. It was madness. So like when they were saying, oh yeah, he's gonna speed up and he's gonna finish the last 2 books in time for the show, I'm just like, fucking hell no! All these dickheads online are buying into this shit. I've been reading these books since like 97 or 98 or some shit. I know this motherfucker ain't doing it. Look at him. He's like 1,000 kilograms. He's like a fucking walrus-shaped man.
Tim, we need imperial measurements. No more metric.
800 pounds.
Well, you also got to realize he doesn't write during football season. If you guys follow him at all,
like wait, football or like soccer?
No, American football.
Okay.
If we're not using kilometers, I think we're definitely going to be using the American version of football.
Yeah, Josh, when have I ever talked about soccer? Come on, dude.
Hey, man. I don't know where you're going with it.
Fucking football, mate. He's apparently named some successor who, this is what somebody was telling me, that he's named a successor in case he dies before the books are finished. Probably Kevin J. Anderson.
Who is it?
Alan Blanc.
Did you say Kevin J. Anderson?
Yeah, I said it's probably him because they bring in franchises, right?
Oh yeah, he came in for Dune. He came in for Star Wars. Hang on, I got a barking dog. I'll be right back.
Allegedly, Martin wrote the season finale for this season.
Oh, really?
Is what I heard.
Max Death and Carnage, maybe? He apparently wrote the first one too. The first season.
Yeah,
he was involved.
Allegedly, pretty involved with the show, but
the thing I don't like is when they say to him like, "Oh, fucking hurry up, cunt." He says, "Oh, well, people like no one wishes. Or everyone's glad that Tolkien didn't rush to finish Lord of the Rings." And you're like, "Really? You think you're fucking Lord of the Rings, mate? Like, stuff's pretty good. Like,
you can tell he's a pretentious fuck."
Oh, yeah. One of the things I don't like between the books and the show, like, I really love the books, but there's some chapters, like, all the Bran chapters, after, like, book fucking halfway through the first book, I was just like, fuck Bran chapters. Bran chapters can eat shit. Because it's literally just, like, hundreds and hundreds of pages of him just doing fucking nothing. But, yeah, one of the
walking into
Mordor books is, like, all the heraldry. Yeah, and like describing like everyone knows who everyone is because of their heraldry. They're like, oh, that's a guy from from Storm's End or whatever. I recognize him by his heraldry. But in the show, they just went like, nah, let's just have everyone pretty much look exactly the same and like minimal heraldry at all. So I don't know. It's really weird. Like when you read the book, you get a way more pageantry and shit. But yeah, but in the show, they've sort of made it more like, yeah, we're all just wearing leather and we're all just fucking killing each other, hate each other. Yeah, fucking weird. But yeah, those chains, man. Fuck you and your chains. Fucking
Dude, I
But what
called
about
Dragon
fucking
Zombie
javelin?
as soon as they left.
What about Icicle Guy? He can throw an icicle like 200. Oh wait, hold on. 400 feet into. Oh wait, hold on. No, that doesn't make sense. How many feet?
Meters.
A lot,
meters.
a lot of feet.
Yards.
Yards. Yeah.
Yards, right?
You're fucking Australian.
You do
Y'all
yards?
say meters?
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah,
we
meters
do-
and yards are close to
Are
being
you saying
interchangeable.
yards for our benefit, or do you actually use yards?
No, we don't use fucking yards here, mate. We're goddamn. We work. We can't pretend unless it's.
It just
No,
sounds funny coming out your mouth. Yards.
yards, mate.
Yards,
Fucking-
yards, mate.
So the fucking Iceman throws a javelin 200 yards and hits a fucking dragon that's flying. Like, so he's got like awesome fucking accuracy, just like nailing dragons out of the sky. And then
Right.
the dragon's just sitting there in front of him, like 100 meters away, and he's just looking at it. And they're all like, "Oh no! Why doesn't he just go? I'm holding this javelin. I'm just gonna throw it at you." Like, just stands there and stares at them.
Why didn't
It's
the
like
dragons flame the fucking assholes? Like, that's what I didn't understand.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, so
Exactly.
there's like four
Yeah.
guys standing on a hill with horses, and I come flying over. Yeah, I'm gonna put like one dragon. I'm gonna put on fucking cleanup duty around the guys. You know,
Yeah.
let's save them.
Yeah.
How about one of the other
And
dragons
Daenerys is
go kill the
going.
fucking dude?
Yeah, she gets shown the pictures of them on the fucking carved into the wall, like in the cave. Like Jon Snow is like, okay, see these things? This is literally a picture of our enemy. If we see these, we need to fill them with fire or black fucking volcanic glass. Either of those will do. And okay, now I'm going north of the wall, and I'm not going to take any black volcanic glass.
Yeah, that's what
and-
bothers me. Yeah, like, hey, you know what kills and shit. And I'm gonna give away my Valerian steel sword halfway through the journey. This belongs to you, buddy. No,
Didn't
no.
the Valerian still kill him too?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was,
Yeah, it does.
but he was gonna give it
Take
away. He was gonna give it away, and I was like,
fucking
That was
horror
so
of
out
the
of
moment.
place too. It was so weird. Like, it was just like, oh, this is a great time to give you back your
Yeah.
fucking sword.
Well, I don't think that was weird because so the whole episode, the beginning of it was about people are bonding, right? So you had Tormund and you had the Hound with their buddy cop movie setup, which I really hope they make. I'm gonna be a huge fan of that when
I'd
it
watch
comes
it.
out. I'd watch all day long.
I just want to see him bone Brienne and make those massive freaking babies.
But that they were setting up. It's like, people are coming together. People are these bonds. So hopefully that you care whenever they get their shit fucked a little later on in the hour.
Your
I
Tormund
don't
was
care,
getting
but I
shit
mean,
fucked.
I'm not gonna like kick down a door and start shooting terrorists, and right before I go in, go, man, this Benelli Super Black Eagle 2, I know it used to belong to your daddy. You just hold this, and I'm just gonna run on in there. No, that's dumb.
Well,
I didn't bring a
that is-
backup weapon, but it's cool. It's cool.
Jake, I would do that for you because I'd have a backup weapon. So I'd give you that, and then I'd pull out my badass, 45 that I was going to take into battle. So
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true. Jon
I don't
Snow
know.
could have
It
just
just seemed
taken
a little out of
Jorah's
place.
Yeah, he could have taken Jorah's shitty machete and like shitty knife. Did you see him when Jorah was fighting? He just had these two like just shitbag knives stabbing people. Imagine if Jon Snow had to use that. It's so stupid. And like literally they've been mining that Dragonstone. They're all like Dragonstone kills things. Dragonstone, 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 Dragonstone. And then they're just like, okay, so let's go north. And no one thinks, so should we take some Dragonstone? Because what if we run into more undead than just one? What was their fucking plan? Just roam around till we find one single
One guy
shambling
walking
zombie.
around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have to go with. I have to.
Yeah.
agree
And if
with
that's
Tim
the
here.
plan, why take fucking like 8 dudes? If you can like, oh, it's just so fucking. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing?
do you guys realize that? Did you catch that the mountain that they were going towards was the mountain in the background? Whenever the children of the children of the trees, the children of the forest, whenever they made the White King, that was the mountain in the background. That was before that was all like snow and shit.
Yeah. Well, does anyone know what there's some new theory about Bran being the Night King or
Oh,
something
I
like
read
that?
that.
I've read that.
Can someone explain it? I didn't get it. Like, what are they
Basically,
saying?
he like goes back in time or something through his visions, and somehow becomes the Night King.
Think of the
Yeah.
butterfly effect. So you keep going
Yeah,
farther and
that's a
farther
good-
back trying to fix things, but the more you try to
Yeah.
fix things, the more you fuck it up, and so you eventually get to like
the movie with
oh,
Ashton Kutcher.
yes,
So lame.
yeah, it was a well. That movie was lame because they killed that fucking dog. That's why I hated that fucking movie. They killed that little Jack Russell or whatever that little dog was. Anyway, that's total aside from what we're talking about.
Oh,
But
so his plan is to fucking wipe it because the only thing Bran gives a fuck about is the green fucking like tree people, right? So it's his plan to just go south with this huge army and just kill every single like human Andals, whatever, and then just be like, okay, cool, now the tree people can repopulate, everything be fine. Is that his
Yeah.
plan?
I don't know. So the Gooch Man. So we're talking about this. Gooch Man in the chat brings up what the fuck was up with Benjamin's death. I agree because Benjamin's like it takes too much time for me to get on this horse. We can't get away. I'm gonna go fight. Yeah. I'm just like, dude, like 3 seconds, you're up on the horse and you're out of here.
Can you just run, man? Nah, no time to run. Yeah.
I will say
that I can't run now. Like I have to run directly into them with my stupid swinging teapot thing.
Dude, that was so cool though. That his weapon was awesome.
Yeah, you'd think that he would be like there would be some huge payoff. Things like when you read the novel, like the very first book, the very first part of the very first book is Benjen Stark just like having some fucking mad venture in the north, right? So you'd think like when they finally did reuse him, it'd be some like holy fuck, like he comes out of the fucking snow and he's like aged 100 years and he's just like I've seen everything, I knew the White King's plan, and everyone's like yeah, and they all start like playing fucking trumpets and shit and like have a party, we know the plan, we're gonna fuck him up, yeah.
Well, he was half dead. He did save Arya, or not Arya, but Bran, right? Didn't that happen last season?
Yeah, he did.
Did he die after he saved Bran?
Yeah, he saved
after
Bran.
Hodor.
Yeah.
Hodor.
Yeah. So I would say in the series, in the TV series, he's had some. I agree, Tim. I agree 100% because I didn't want to see him go out like that because I think he went out kind of like a bitch.
Dude, he like a bitch. He took on the whole freaking army.
No, he didn't take on the whole freaking army. When you saw him, he ran into him. He killed like 3 dudes, and then they swarmed him, and he's gone.
Yeah, but he came out of that, swinging that freaking.
Because he was on a horse. If he would have gotten on the horse.
Hey, first rule is if you don't see him die, he's not officially dead.
True.
He's gonna pull like
that's
Glenn.
TV rule number 1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because in a show which is known for just like Red Wedding, oh my god, it's just killing everyone off. Like they've had some just ridiculous, like especially Jaime in the episode previous where he just gets pulled off that horse at the last minute. Like,
oh yeah,
get fucked, mate. All these fucking people just keep surviving now. Now they've got a problem with too many. They're just getting too many characters now.
That's what I was saying, Tim. And then they're playing off the trope of, oh, you're afraid because we kill all your favorite people, and then they don't commit.
As much as I like Jaime, I really was hoping that when Bronn leapt to save him, Bronn got hideously burned and Jaime was killed. That was my hope.
Burned off his eye, or burned off his other arm. So he's just like, oh, god damn it. Yeah. I have to learn how to sword fight with my teeth. Yeah, he has to get special boots with swords on them so he can fucking just kick stab people to death. I'm being reborn as kick stabber.
So here's my thing. So next week we've already seen the previews, and so next week there's the big sit down, right, with Cersei and Jon Snow, and we're assuming Daenerys. Does anyone else? I mean, I just kind of am assuming that Cersei's going to be like, "Oh yeah, I'll work with you guys." Wink, wink. Next
she's just going to go, okay, everyone's here, awesome, and then just click.
It's going to be a big stupid cliffhanger. We all know it will.
Yeah. Then the mountain who rides will just walk in the room and just kill everybody, and then she'll be like, okay, cool. So I guess I'm the queen again. Cool.
Yeah.
What's going to stop? They can't have. Are they going to meet in a neutral zone? There's no way they're going to fucking.
Well, they're meeting. They're meeting in the Dragon Pit. If you look at where they're at, I guarantee that's the Dragon Pit where, what's his fucking name? Not Varys. The Mad King, where he had his dragons. I guarantee.
In King's Landing, in the basement of the
In
Red
the
Keep.
basement. Yeah, Tyrion met Jamie there.
No. That wasn't the Dragon Pit. The Dragon Pit was something else. Where he met was like basically the crypt where they had all the skulls and shit, right?
Yeah,
There's a lot of fucking dragon skulls.
Yeah. Well, because the dragons, they kept, the Targaryen line lasted for a long time, but the dragons kept getting smaller and weaker and all that shit. Because
the last one that was born was like the size of a dog and just a pile of shit. But yeah, that's like the crypts of the Red Keep or something like that, and that's where they keep this. They used to all be in the palace. Sorry, not in the palace, in the throne room everywhere.
Yeah.
And then after Jaime stabbed the Mad King to death, like whatever his name is, old man, the big fat king.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Not Rhaegar.
Baratheon.
No, Rhaegar was a son.
Yeah, Robert Baratheon. Yeah.
Robert.
But it's kind of fucking weird. It's kind of weird that they're not going to meet in that city, right? You'd never go to that city where Cersei has control. She's a fucking total shitpiece. She's like the biggest shit in the entire fucking show.
She's a shit.
But they've been talking the whole time. It's like, how can we get to King's Landing and meet with Cersei? That's been like the talk the whole time. Tyrion goes to King's Landing, even though I was like, oh, dude, that's such a stupid move.
He's just going there to broker the deal there, right? He snuck in so he could talk to Jaime, but they're not going to surely they wouldn't. Because if they do, they're all fucked. Like, no way. So she'll just have them all killed.
She still has 2 dragons though.
Red Wedding Part 2. Yeah, but they're not going to be like, okay, I'm going to let you in and also bring your dragons in here too. Like, we're just crowd into this room.
I mean, if they start flying around the city, is anybody going to stop them?
Well, so here's the whole thing.
That's what I'd do.
She's all like, I'll use my dragons for whatever. And Tyrion's like, you don't want to be the person using your dragons to burn down cities, right? So I think
fuck them.
She's not going to bring the dragons to that if they're in King's Landing. Now, if they're somewhere else, yeah, maybe the dragons
bet your fucking ass that if I'm meeting with Cersei Lannister, my ass is bringing a fucking dragon.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's a fucking mean bitch.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd bring a dragon to that. Dragons are not like pinpoint weapons.
She doesn't burn. Fuck everybody else.
Well, yeah, but she doesn't want. She's not like fucking because she cares about Tyrion. She cares about her. The chick that's her other advisor. Worm's girlfriend. What the fuck's her name?
Miss Andre or something.
Yeah, Miss Andre.
Yeah. She cares about
man.
them.
Don't stay too close. Fucking stay back at the house.
Amen.
If your ass, that's it. You get out of the car, you're just fucking in the line of fire.
Yeah, stay in the car. Stay in the car.
That's it.
Yeah. Did you see in the chat San Pedro is saying that Jorah had dragon glass daggers? That's what those shitty daggers were I was talking about.
Oh, that would make sense.
He's a smart.
That's what he'd have like a huge mega kill tally then, because like remember when Fat Boy stabs on with the dragon glass? It just like fucking.
Yeah, but those aren't White Walkers. Those are just the dead, right?
No, those are White Walkers. The dead are White Walkers. That's the.
Yeah.
The undead are White Walkers. That's kind of the interchangeable term.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Have you guys seen?
Welcome to the Game of Thrones cast.
Have you seen the thing about the sword blinking? Have you guys seen that?
Abe Lincoln? Abe Lincoln.
No, the sword blinking.
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
Hey, Blinken. I said, hey, Blinken.
Hey, so, okay, I'm going to address this because Troy has brought it up, not just here in this cast, but multiple chats that I've seen. He is just befuddled that Sam has not lost any weight from the time he went north of the wall, then he went to Old Town, and now he's just the same fucking fat dude. So Troy is just,
how shitty of his job is. He's not.
Hey, Freddie, you can be healthy at any size.
Oh, yeah, San Pedro's right. Sorry. White Walkers make whites. My bad.
Yeah, whites.
San Pedro, 100% right. I was wrong on that.
Sam, he's just happy and healthy at any size.
Hey, Sam is still...
He's still with his girlfriend, too. They're both just eating like kings.
Hey, but y'all see the token reference, right? Like Sam was fat and it was always eating. And in Lord of the Rings, Sam was fat and always eating. No, no. Samwise, Sam Gamgee, Sam.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Oh, Frodo.
George R. R. Martin was in love with
And
fucking.
there's like
I
a
didn't realize-
homoerotic relationship between Frodo and
I had
Sam,
no idea
and Jon Snow and Sam.
how
right?
homoerotic those movies were until you go back and watch them again. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole time you're like, these dudes are gonna bang.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is gonna happen.
This is happening.
Hobbit culture, man. It's just Hobbit culture.
It's
Yeah.
actually in the unedited, like 4-hour long version
Yeah.
of the movie. That's all in there. All the banging's in there.
The banging. They
Oh,
don't
good,
edit it out.
It's not gay if you're on a quest.
That was their quest. Yeah.
You know, they could have done two men walking the mortal.
It was the early 90s, man.
A love story, an
That's
epic
it.
love story.
Throw your ring into my Mountain Dew, Mr. Frodo.
This is the party I go to.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a three-way with fucking Gollum.
Jesus.
I will tell you, just total randomness. When we started the webcast earlier,
We really had an intention of talking about heresy.
yes. Actually, this has nothing to do with heresy at all.
Good.
So,
Wait, it doesn't?
on Amazon Prime Day, I bought an Amazon Echo Dot, right? Because I was like, I want to check this out, and then I found out I could use it with my home theater and all this other stuff.
Nice.
So when we started the cast, I was just like, Alexa, play Lamb of God, and so it's been mixing Lamb of God for like the last hour. Hasn't replayed anything. Total like new songs it's badass, man. I'm just tripping out right here.
I got the list.
I mean, that's a
The Hey
solid
Google
trade-off to
box?
letting the CIA and the NSA know every single thing that happens in your home.
Yeah.
Well, it's in my office, so the CIA is going to learn about Lamb of God and Pornhub. So
God, this guy jerks it a lot.
You know, all these listening to
Damn.
the heavy metal and jacking it.
yeah, and heresy. That's
That's
the
you
thing.
got to be careful. You might pull something.
Those things go dick in hand, man.
Blue Diamond.
Kimmel sent us these. Yeah, these guys
Those
are
are
fucking
good.
tasty as fuck.
They assume you're in your mom's basement. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I've had those before.
Yeah, Michael's doesn't like spicy shit. But it's just like,
Oh yeah, those are solid.
he was
Those
just like
were-
habanero.
those wasabis? Are those soy wasabi?
Yeah, that's
No, no,
habanero barbecue, man.
Yeah, habanero barbecue almonds. Well, we didn't have these things, yeah. These are fucking really good. And then it's like all sorts of like candy and stuff. We recorded last night and we were just fucking sitting here eating candy while recording. It's really bad.
Yeah, I used to do that on R5 because Ryan sent Michael the like blue raspberry candy corn. So I just munch on that the whole time.
Yeah, I remember when Kimmel used to send stuff to TFL.
Shut
And
up. Why do we always
it
gotta go there? I mean,
It would show up at like a certain
why is this
person's
always brought
address.
up? God
And
damn it.
a certain person would never share it to the rest of TFL. So there's 5 TFL original members.
Yeah, we have to get on Michael about that because, yeah.
Yeah, I've
It
never
was
tasted
just
the
a-
candy corn. I've never tasted any of that
I
shit.
didn't say it tastes no candy corn. It was toffee. I got a little bit of toffee, and, and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life.
Yeah. But from the RFI side, Kimmel did send something to Monty earlier in the year. I had actually requested a certain model from Kimmel. He's like, "Oh, I've got that model as a Davenite priest, right?" I said, "I need that for Stiff. It's gonna be one of the Stiff NPCs." So I sent it to Monty, and in the midst of candy eating, it somehow disappeared. I think Monty ate it. That's my new theory.
The Davenite priest?
Yeah, because I
He's
never
delicious.
saw it.
He was delicious.
Yeah, and Monty's like, I don't know what happened to it. It came to my house, but I don't know what happened to it. So
Yeah, Derek ate it. Fucking Derek.
that was pre-Derek. That was pre-Derek. So I can't blame Derek for it. I'm blaming Monty.
I don't know, man. That bag had been sitting there for a while before I started eating it.
Oh, so maybe you did reach in there and grab a Davenite priest and pop it
I
in
was
your
like,
mouth.
man, this tastes a little stale. But
The last time I popped a priest in my mouth, I was an altar boy.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. I think Tim disappeared.
Did we lose Tim?
oh shit.
Yeah. New Line Cinema, I think, got him.
Damn.
I was
Man,
about to ban the
they
hurricane.
have a New Line
Oh, he
Cinema
said,
has a
"Be right
long
back, net
reach and
crash."
long memory.
Hey, so check it out, right? Like, so I'm building militia, and for those of y'all out there who have ever wanted to just pull your hair out and just kill yourselves and start a militia army, well, um, you can interchange these militia guys with these chaos cultists, right? Like I got a box and I just finished putting them together. These Chaos Space Marine Cultist Assault, check them out, right?
Nice.
If you look at them real close, I mean, they really have the semblance to the Forge World Militia, I mean, so
They're
I'm
good
not,
looking models.
What Forge World Militia are you referring to? Because I can't find them.
okay. They have several. They have the Forge World Militia guys, which I mean, they have like hoods on, but
You're talking like the Renegade Cultist?
It's Renegade cult. They're renegades, but they only sell like the bodies. You have to use like the lower halves of Cadian shock troops. But excuse me, but like they bear a strange resemblance to these Chaos Cultist Assault guys, which comes with one badass Marine. You know what I'm saying? Which you don't really need, but I mean, the bad thing about models nowadays, I remember Plastic Sprues, it was like you get torso, you get legs, left arm, right arm, and a head. You know what I'm saying? You can build them and model them. A lot of these kits nowadays are like, oh, you get like one arm, the left leg, the left side of the head, and and then you like gotta glue like two other pieces on to make it a complete model. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard to like bash these kits to make different models. I got 20 dudes, and there's 5 different dudes, but 4 groups of 5 that are all the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, this kind of sucks. It's hard to kit bash a model that is made to go together one way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah. I guess that's one of my gripes about the new kits. Yeah, are they a lot more detailed? Sure, they have a lot more detail, but it's just so hard to like make individual looking guys,
Well, Josh, my favorite.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jake. I was just gonna say my favorite out of that whole kit has got to be the guy with the threaded pipe with the nut on it.
Yeah.
He's just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to run into battle with this piece of threaded pipe with a nut. And then there's another guy that has like a lug on a strap.
No, yeah. It's like a sling with a freaking, we talked about this last week, right? The bag of golf balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like, that's a brave motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He made that.
Hey, Tim, what does your shirt say?
What's that? Oh, it's the band Kylesa. Have you heard of them?
No, I have not. I just saw the name. I was like, what is that?
It's an awesome, like, powerful fucking swan fighting against a snake that's trying to eat her eggs.
Oh, cool, sweet.
Dude,
don't fuck with swans.
Yeah. Especially if you're a snake. They're a band from the USA. I'm not sure which state they're from, but they might be from Texas, maybe. I'll have a look.
Really?
But they're like they're kind of like the sword sort of thing. They're like a stoner metal.
Oh, that's cool.
Band, I guess. They formed in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, the name caught my attention. That's why I wondered.
That's where fucking what's his name in House of Cards is from, right? He's the dude from Georgia.
Yes, he is. Yes,
good old Georgia man.
Georgia Peach.
Oh, Georgia Peach.
I was in Georgia.
So we were talking, Tim, while you were gone, we were talking about making models like individual and unique. And Josh is working on his militia. And we're talking about some of the militia models, like the guy with a fucking pipe. The guy with the bag of golf balls.
The bag of golf balls. Bag of golf balls guy. Yeah.
Which one are they?
Well, here's the thing. Like the 40K models, they put out a box set called the Chaos Space Marines Cultist Assault, right? And it's 20 dudes when it comes with a Space Marine, and they look extremely like militia. They look like your your renegade militia that Forge World puts out, right? The thing is like, and so I was like, okay, cool, man. I'll put together 40 of these dudes from Forge World. I'll put together 40 of these dudes from Games Workshop. That way I can have different guys in different poses, and I'm figuring I'm going to kit bash a couple, and stuff like that. The bad thing is that the Games Workshop miniatures, the plastics, it's like you get like the right arm, the left leg, and then it fits together with like another piece, which is the left arm and the right leg, and then you put those two pieces together. Then you add like the head, and it comes with like the hand that's attached to the head. You know what I'm saying? So there's no kit bashing because the models are so like, hey, this piece has got to go with this piece. This piece has got to go with this piece. It's like my main bitch about the new models and stuff like that. Back in the day, you got like the basics. A set of legs, a torso, a set of arms, and of course your weapons. And you could cut the weapons off, but you still had your hands like this, right? So you could put a bolter, or you could put, what I'm saying? Or you could angle the arm so it was like, whatever, and you could chop the weapon off, you know what I'm saying? But like,
Josh, those are the same models that came out of the Dark Vengeance kit, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know what? I think you're right.
Yep.
I think you're right.
So those are starter box models too. So that's part of it.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah. They're the same ones that are in the fucking Assassin game too. They must have just like
same guys.
They must have molded or just made like a fucking like a stack of these cultists and went, everyone will want 100 cultists, and then no, they didn't sell for some reason because they've pushed them out in a ton of games.
The good thing is that they double as militia like really well. The thing is it's the same 5 dudes. It's just the same 5 dudes. I mean. The guy with the nut and bolt, the guy with the bag of golf balls, fucking
good old ball sack.
You don't get the flamer guy with the hockey mask in that cultist assault.
Yeah, sure. Should be a flamer guy and the heavy stepper guy.
No, that's a different. That's a different set. That's a different set. I know you're talking about. That's a different set. That's a
so they're not. It's not the same spruce because the.
Right, because these guys don't come with a flamer guy.
Yeah. Yeah, the leader guy with the axe, and the claw, he's not in there either. Looks like so there's no flamer, no flamer. Axe and claw.
Yeah, that guy's the big fat guy with the backpack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the commissar. You know the dude with the commissar jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the shotgun.
Yeah, he's not in there either. How strange.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of those models. One of the dudes, Scott Robertson here, has a militia army, and I played against him, and he had 200 infantry. Good. Yeah.
That dude's freaking
awesome.
Yeah,
you guys have met him. Yeah.
Yeah,
he had 200 infantry. Yeah, and I think about 120 of them were those chaos dudes with the auto guns, and then the other 80 were he had a whole bunch of dust tactics dudes that were sort of militia guys.
Wait,
fuck man, that many. Scott Robertson.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you guys would have met him in Adepticon. Yeah.
Squatty.
And that was fucking tough, man. You don't realize, you're oh yeah, that many humans, it won't be a problem. But yeah, once they've got feel no pain and they're in cover, Jesus Christ, they're motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm excited about this militia army. Yeah.
Which provenance are you going with? Are you making them fearless?
I don't know. I don't know quite yet. I'm making enough dudes that me and my brother can team up and play a full-on militia, like two guys bringing full-on militia, with Gorgons and fucking Malgadors and all kinds of shit. So I'm trying to just build the models right now. But I mean, with everything I got, I'm using some of these Pox Walkers out of the new Dark Imperium set. I think
how are those?
Yep.
They're pretty gross, man.
Yeah, how are they in?
But just for diversity, you know what I'm saying? I wanted these cultists from these the squad, so it doesn't look too uniform, because they're supposed to be shitty, just militia guys anyway, But I got about 170 dudes that I'm currently assembling right now, from different sets. I even thought about throwing in some of those Gene Stealer guys. You know what I'm saying? The Cadians that are like Gene Stealer cults. I think they'd make some pretty good militia guys too. all
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. Head swap on those, and you can make some really cool models.
Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, they're coming along, but it's just my whole complaint is trying to kit bash, these these models that weren't meant
Yeah,
to
but
be kit bashed. If they made them a little more standard, I know they get, like I said, you get more detail out of them because of the way you assemble them, But it's just, I hate having the same dude with the same pose in the same squad. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like that. That kind of ruins it for me. The the modeling the modeling part of it all.
Yeah.
But all right, what are y'all working on, y'all motherfuckers? Shit, say something.
Uh,
Am I the only one modeling tonight? Is that what's
no,
going on?
I finished your brother's drop pod.
Oh, did you get that Russian piece of shit working? I mean, that
Yeah.
fine fourth world model working?
Yeah. I mean, there's some gap I got to fill on it, but I mean, hey.
Yeah.
It'll work.
I heard you're good at filling that gap.
Dude, if it's what you're known for, it's what you're known for, all right?
Yeah.
I hope Forge World's coming out with a new one of those.
I joke about as soon as I get all these finished and painted up and looking all nice, they're going to come out with a fucking plastic one.
Mm-hmm.
That's big enough to put a fucking Leviathan in.
Yeah.
They'll probably bring one out for mainstream Space Marines, right? So they can put their new giant thing in. The new one. It's like
I'd be good with
Leviathan
that.
size.
Is that the Redemptor?
Yeah.
I don't know. They've got a
Michael's
whole new branch of names now for everything. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a buddy of mine that's been out of the hobby for a little while. He's got back in with Primaris and AD, and he was showing me some of the models. So I think it's a Redemptor.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's a neat looking model, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not for, you can't use it in Heresy. Primaris, in my mind, the lore behind it's pretty stupid. So,
they're bigger.
Well, okay.
They're bigger. Everyone's gonna want them because they're bigger.
yeah, I love the
Well, no,
models.
they had
The
a
models
golden
look
opportunity
great.
with
Don't
this.
get me wrong. The models look great, but it's just the lore. They could have done better. I mean, if they just would have said, hey,
Oh,
they're
the
making
lure. I thought you said the lure.
the lure.
The lure.
No, the lore.
Well, no, like with
the whole
8th edition, though, like they were coming out, the whole big thing was there's 3 ways to play. You got your for funsies, you got your tournament play, and then they're like, it seemed like they were going to start pushing narrative play too. And I think it would have been top if they had like committed to that, like new campaign, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know. I don't follow with it. But if like at every stage they're like, oh, well, you've got to find these vaults that Gilliman and Belsarius Call put out. Like, we got to go get them. We got to go get the Primaris Marines and have this like narrative event around it. Then I'd be a little more open to it. And then that shows that they're committing to like this whole narrative aspect to it. But then it's like we haven't seen anything from it since.
So Freddie actually suggested in one of the chats I'm in here a few weeks ago, his whole thing was, and I love it, but what if they would have been like, hey, we want to make better Marines, right? Guillemon is brought back from the brink of death by Call, and they're like, we're going to improve on the Emperor's design of Marines, but they can't because it's the Emperor. So the best they can do is recreate Thunder Warriors.
Yes.
To bulk the forces of the Imperium. That would have been badass. I would have loved that lore. But the fact that they came out and they're like, well, we've been for 10,000 years putting these dudes in like these vaults and making these big Marines, and I was just like, oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, Gilliman has been, doing techno heresy the whole time.
Yeah.
Isn't that convenient?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, in the Black Book, in Book 1, if you go back and read the background for the Space Marines, because, like even though the Space Marines background in fucking everything that Games Workshop makes pretty much, if you go back and read that background that Bly wrote, there was a problem in between when the Space Marines were created during the Unification Wars and before they found the Primarchs. There was a problem with the Space Marines where they were starting to run, like they were reusing the gene seed, but every time they reused the gene seed, it was becoming shittier. So there was a big problem with the quality of their recruits, and the Emperor himself had to be like, oh fuck, I gotta go back to Terra and deal with some shit. I got some fucking paperwork. So he had to go back and fix the problem, and it wasn't until they discovered the Primarchs that they started being able to fix the fucking fix the problems that they had with the Legion. So they could just use some fucking shit. Like, you don't have to explain everything. One of the main best things about 40k background has always been that they don't explain shit. You know, like the 2nd and the 11th Legion. Like, if they ever told people like, oh yeah, here's all the info on the 2nd and the 11th Legion, people would be like, eh. Like, it's cool that there's a fucking mystery. You can fill in the blanks yourself. Like, they don't need to explain like Belisarius Core, because when they do, it's only through like stupid idiot shit like Belisarius Core being alive for 10,000 years and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like they could have just said, now that Gilliman's back, they've been able to study his, because he's in a stasis field, right? They can't go and fucking fuck around with his DNA while he's in a stasis field. But once he's brought back to life and he's out of it, then Imperial scientists and shit would be able to use a living Primarch to, you know, do some updates or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. They just blow away when Gilliman travels to Terra and just talks to the Emperor. They blow away like all of the fucking background to do with like the High Lords of Terra. Like, these dudes have been running the Imperium for like thousands and thousands of years, as if they're just going to turn around and go, oh, this Gilliman guy's back. Like, fucking Primarchs are like things of legend, you know? Like, are they just going to believe this straight up? Like, I just don't see the High Lords of Terra who are running the galaxy just turning over and being like, oh, okay, cool. We'll just let Gilliman do whatever he wants. Why not? It's very strange. Unless the Emperor specifically sends them a message. I don't know.
No, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of She-Horde, Dan. I mean...
She-Horde or
She-Horde? When you read Master of Mankind, like, you get it gives you the impression that the way that the Emperor communicates with the Council and the War Council and all that shit is where, like, he talks to like a custode, and then the custode goes and like relays the info.
Right.
And it says that when the Emperor was put in the Golden Throne, he was able to talk for a while, but then he went silent. But you kind of get the idea that he can still mind talk to the custodes and send them to do shit. So maybe there's some like background there where it explains everything a bit better, but I don't know.
No, I think they just kind of...
San Pedro knows the answer.
Yeah.
San Pedro told us. He's a fact
they
checker.
should have looked at ADB's book. They didn't. Yeah, Master of Mankind is seriously probably one of my favorite heresy books.
I don't think it's the best book. I think that it's...
Angels is, right?
Let me rephrase. I do not think that the story, everything in it, the way it's written and everything makes it the best book in my mind in the series. But I think it is the most important book in the entire series, and it's the most important book for anybody that's a fan of 40K, 30K, anything Games Workshop.
Right after Legion.
To read. Yeah, right, directly after Legion. Yeah, of course. But just because of the way that it opens up everything. Like, it explains everything. It tells you, you know what? The heresy didn't fucking matter. None of it mattered. This is what was important. Everything else is just bullshit. And everything you've thought for 20 years is wrong. And it's a good book. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed reading it. But it's probably not my favorite book, but it is the most enlightening and the most important book in the series.
Well, I think it went... Yeah. I know we've talked about this before, but it went a long way towards people being able to see... You know, there was always kind of like, you know, what is the role of the Primarch, right? We saw what the Emperor, his idea or his ideal of the Primarch, what that was all about. They're a tool. And to me, that was just like, holy shit. I mean, in my mind, I probably knew that, but to see it from his point of view is like, they're a tool.
And the problem is they're not. Like, that's was the fundamental flaw, was that he treated them like a tool and they wanted to be treated like sons, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hubris. I mean, and he said it himself, it wasn't hubris. It was, you know, ambition. It was, you know, all this stuff. But in the end, it really was 100% hubris. It was thinking that that you know better. You had everything figured out, and you couldn't see. Hey, I'm treating my air quote sons like shit.
Right.
And I don't share enough information with them to where they can understand. Maybe even because they cannot understand. But I pissed them off, and now they're coming to kick my ass, and now they've blown up the fucking everything, and now there's demons in the webway.
You should have just written better fucking job descriptions for them all. Like, just like, this is okay. I'm setting it all out for you. It's on this fucking tablet. You know, like scratch it into some mud for Angron to read or whatever. Just like, this is how it is. You are my weapons. Once you fucking cleanse the entire galaxy, then I'll let you hang out on a world and be its king. Like, what? It is weird that he just sort of tags them along. And he knows that a whole bunch of them are fucking mental because they like grew up in goddamn fucking devil worlds and shit. Like fucking Nighthorner, like just out of his mind. Angron, terrible childhood. Fucking Mortarion. Mortarion didn't have Mortarion was like he went to it'd be like going to kindergarten in fucking Stalingrad. Like he just had like the worst fucking upbringing possible. And there was a bunch of them that were just fucking like Lionel Johnson. Lionel Johnson was like, what the fuck even happened to him? He was just raised by like chimeras and shit in the woods.
Fucking pussy.
So he knew that they were fucking crazy. Yeah, it is weird that he obviously knew they were crazy. Everyone knew they were. Like even Horace knew that, like a bunch of them were, because he's the one he drew them all in and just like gave them a fucking a place to fucking vent their fucking bullshit. The Emperor obviously just didn't give a shit. He's like, I'll just deal with that later.
Did you guys ever get the feeling that the Emperor is full of shit? Like when he was sitting there talking about,
that's why I'm a traitor.
When he was talking about Eleanor, and he's like, the reason we did this was because they needed glory. I don't even know why I was there. Honestly, I was just there to show face and give them what they needed. Yeah. But at the same time, motherfucker has a castle the size of a goddamn continent. Like, are you shitting me? Like, don't sit here and tell me that you don't want to just show your nuts off and like I'm sorry, that's shit.
He needs the palace. Palace for all the paperwork and shit. Like if you it says at the end of the unification wars, basically the Emperor was like, okay, cool, I've conquered all of these techno barbarians and shit, and then he's like, okay, cool. So this is now going to be the administrative center for this fucking galaxy-spanning thing again. So all you techno-barbarians, you're going to have to stop fucking snorting chrome and fucking paint. You're going to have to stop fucking just like skinning people and like burning dudes out in the fucking desert with a tie around the neck and shit. You're going to have to sit in a cubicle and you're going to have to like sit here with this like not a computer and just, fucking like type out receipts for the Emperor for
shit.
And for the rest of your life and the rest of your children's lives.
Yeah.
So they were all just like accountants and shit by the end.
Yeah.
By the end of the unification wars, essentially. That's sort of what it says.
Yeah.
Which is fucking mind blowing. So that's why he needs a huge palace, because that's where all the best fucking accountants and shit are.
Well, speaking of accountants, I have got to go to bed because I've got to wake up at like 6 hours. So.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to do that too.
I got to be back to the hurricane prep.
Oh God!
Everybody ready
for hurricane? You got to stock that milk, stock that bread.
Dude, we're gonna do some Hurricane Heresy this weekend.
I don't actually stock that.
Hurricane Heresy. I want to do some Hurricane Heresy.
I don't actually.
Are we gonna drag a table outside and just fucking throw some dice?
Yeah, but I've got to be there to see the people that stock it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, get some motherfucker to fucking put bread and milk out there, so that way we can go buy it because we're freaking out.
Yeah, I will tell you that the whole area is, freaking out.
Pandemonium. It's pandemonium.
Cats and dogs together,
living together.
Okay, so the basic gist for everybody out there: not only hit our town, it's supposed to hang out all weekend, just spinning around our town.
Yeah,
like literally, like it's gonna hit.
It's like that dude that comes
5
to a
a.m.
party
on Saturday
and doesn't want to leave,
and it's gonna stay till Monday.
Yeah, it's like that dude. It's like you're like, I gotta go to bed, man. Why don't you burn out? He's like, no, man, I'm gonna finish my beer, man. I'm gonna finish my smoke. Let's just hang out for a little while longer. I'm like, fuck.
Fucking couch guy.
Yeah, couch guy. Exactly.
You wake up and he's like still been drinking. He's like thrown up all over everything. The yard's trashed.
What the
It's
fuck,
gonna be a
dude?
mess.
Yeah. So people in the chat are saying, "Are you 50?" No, I'm not 50, but when I've got
Pretty
12
damn
to 14
close.
hour days facing me, I need some sleep. I'm sorry. Just it's how it goes. I'm 42.
Pretty, I don't begrudge you.
It's how it goes, man. I'm not gonna say anything else. It's just it's what it is.
And then me, I actually
Don't
am
even-
50, so I do need to go to bed.
Don't even defend yourself, man.
Yeah. So love you guys.
It's past Tim's bread time too.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it's 1:39 p.m. here.
yeah.
It's almost
Yeah,
probably
dude.
it's lunchtime.
Love chatting with you guys. Love hanging out. But I'm going to bed. Hopefully, if the apocalypse of the hurricane is kind, I'll be back soon.
What category is it, Pretty?
They're saying it's gonna be
Right
category
now, it's a
1.
depression. It might be a category 1 when it hits,
Yeah.
but we're mostly going to be worried about heavy flooding.
Heavy flooding and power outage. So with work, I'm worried about power outage.
What elevation are you guys at? In
It's not
can you
gonna flood.
tell me in meters, please?
Yeah, it's
Ah,
it's
okay.
like,
Meters. What's a freaking
yeah,
meter?
I'm not
Meters-
even going to
meters above
justify
sea.
that with a response.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
yards,
feel-
mate. Tell me how many
Yards,
yards you have.
mate.
Absolutely.
Yards.
Can't tell me, mate.
Yeah. So now the good thing is most of Victoria is in a good spot. The Guadalupe River may flood a little bit depending on how much rain. They're saying it could be up to 20 inches of rain
It's a lot.
through Saturday. So
Yeah. Now, if you
That's like a third of a yard, Tim.
Yeah, if you put a third of a yard, Jesus, crikey! If you put a camera on fucking Pretty right now and then fast forwarded it like fucking 6 hours, you'll just see Pretty standing there and he's shoveling sand into like sandbags, and there's just like a line of all the people that he oversees, and he's just going, "Holy shit, we've got to protect the star! Got to protect
whatever,
the
dude, I'm
star!
gonna
There's
be at-
waves coming!"
now I'm going to be at the house with weapons and protecting myself from looters and
Looters.
Yeah.
Obtaining women for the harem.
yeah, getting
Yeah.
women for that. That's going to be
Shit's going walking
I get
dead.
that joke.
Yeah. So yeah, come Saturday afternoon, I'll let you guys know what the harem looks like.
Yeah.
I should have some more eggs by then, so we'll be ready for barter.
We will barter, Jake. We will barter. All right, guys.
Oh
love
man,
all you guys.
I just thought of the best fucking thing if you want to like survive, especially in America, in the aftermath of like whatever the
Thunderdome?
rapture or
Say Thunderdome.
or nukes
Say
or whatever.
Thunderdome. Say
Well,
Thunderdome.
obviously Thunderdome, but the is you need to work at one of those those companies that send out the freeze dried food that lasts for like fucking forever.
Oh yeah.
You need to get a job working at one of those companies and then just make a copy of their fucking database with all the postal addresses. So if there's like a fucking insane like apocalypse or rapture or and Thunderdome style situation, then you got all the fucking addresses. You can just go around and find all the fucking like long lasting food after all of the people have been presumably cannibalized.
Hey, if
You don't need to prep. You just need to shoot preppers.
Exactly. That's
you just need to know where all the preppers keep their shit.
That's it.
Yeah, you need to know where the preppers keep their shit, and you need to make sure that they know where you know where they keep their shit, and you need to make sure that they don't know where you keep your shit too.
right.
There's a lot of levels. But,
That's the way to do it.
fucking hollow point rounds.
remember what the necromonkers say: you keep what you kill.
That's it.
If you
All right,
bust the
love you
deal,
guys. Bye,
you
guys.
spin the wheel.
Like,
Night, pretty.
later, y'all.
What was that, Josh?
You bust the deal, you spin the wheel. Right after Thunderdome. Come on, man. Mad Max reference.
I actually
Man,
used
I haven't
the quote,
seen those
"You
movies
keep
in
what you
so
kill,"
long. Like,
like yesterday.
You keep it.
What?
You
I
used
said-
it.
I actually used the quote. Yeah, I used that quote yesterday. I don't even remember what the context was,
You bust the
but I
deal, you
told
face the
somebody
wheel.
it's like the necromongers. You keep what you kill.
Oh, keep what you necromongers.
Was it a bum fight?
Bum.
No, it was.
You keep the bum?
I don't even remember it anymore. I feel like we're watching TV, and I was explaining something.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what it was.
You hadn't actually, you or somebody you know hadn't actually just killed somebody.
No. It was not just an active kill.
Okay. Well, it's America, man, aren't they?
Man, I put it past it. I mean, it
Pretty
could.
much.
There could have been somebody killed.
I was telling somebody that story that you told about the how like you were out hunting and some like groundhog tried to fucking like attack you. And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Holy shit, giant rat!
Scariest I've ever been in my life.
Just like blew it away. Did you stuff that? Did you make like a wall mounting thing for that?
Not
Like a wall
well. I
decoration?
took it. My little brother was a taxidermist at the time, and so I took it to
Mm.
him, and I was just like, "All right, if you can do something with this fucking big ass groundhog, then do something with it." And then his freezer ended up fucking up. It came unplugged and it got burnt.
Groundhog.
Ah, damn.
Hey,
Yeah, could have made you a cool hat.
where do they put? Where do they get the ears off a jackalope from?
The ears off a
The
jackalope.
antlers,
What do you
the
mean?
antlers, the antlers, the antlers. I mean,
Oh,
like,
the antlers.
yeah.
Just from. I
Is
mean,
that
they
like?
grow them. I mean, they shed them every year. It's an antler, so
No, I mean, but like, do they take them off deer, like deer antlers, or is it
Baby
like?
deer.
it comes off a jackalope. I mean,
Oh, come on now! Ain't no damn jackalope.
I mean, it's a fucking jackalope. They grow their own antlers.
They
They
don't
shed them
know.
every year.
I want a jackalope.
But yeah, you could use if you
Yeah.
wanted to make your own jackalope.
I've been cruising like the garage sales looking for a jackalope. I mean, I'm on
Yeah.
a mission.
You just need the biggest thing is that you need a set of antlers that aren't just super huge, so that way they don't out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because you're dealing with a fucking jackrabbit,
Right.
so you want something
Yeah.
kind of small.
Need little baby antlers, like of a baby fucking 4-point buck.
Baby,
Oh, there's some
buck.
crazy. I just typed jackalope into Google image search. Jesus H Christ.
I'll tell you, man. You just didn't know.
Why is there so many pictures? There's just so many. Like,
Jackalope's a big deal.
You figure I could find one at a damn garage sale, you know?
You ought to be able to go to a taxidermist. I bet they can make one, or they might have one.
Might have one. Yeah, just laying around. Jackalope.
I'm just going to eBay.
These
Those on
poxwalkers
eBay.
are a motherfucker. Like these only go a certain way too. Like
Yeah, because they're a starter box kit too.
on a character, they're nasty as shit.
Hey Josh, I typed jackalope into fucking eBay, and there's one here for
How much is
like
it going
it's
for?
95 Australian.
Oh, you can get them
95
in
Australian
Australia.
dollars, so that'd be like 70 bucks or something for you, or 80.
I wonder how much a shipping
Whatever
would be to send on over.
Oh fuck, it would be
Postage.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, because then you got to go
but it ain't
through
free
No,
postage
well-
to the U.S.
Well, I don't know. It's because eBay's fucked. You know when you log in over here and you're not actually... Sorry, when you go to the site and you're not logged in.
Yeah.
Because you're in Australia.
I dropped a little
Let me
head.
see.
Hold on, fellas. We've got to head down.
Just trying to figure out where it is.
Oh, damn it.
This one's like a really cute little bunny too.
So many resin bits.
His name's Jack. Lives here. He could be American. Oh no, he's based in Australia. That's weird. But I'm sure if you log into the American, like log into yours, there's gonna be more people. There's gonna be more calls for jackalopes over there, right,
I would imagine.
than there are here. Like it's a fucking pretty niche thing. It's not like a drop. It's not a real thing like a drop bear.
Have you guys ever heard of the woolly booger?
The what?
The woolly booger.
Woolly booger.
Yeah, that's a squatch. Isn't that squatch?
No. So you take to make a woolly booger, you take a deer's ass, and then you like take the tail and you fan it all out, and then you put like a nose and a pair of googly eyes, and then a mouth on it.
I'm gonna have to Google this. A woolly
They're
booger.
pretty-
Huh?
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
Our taxidermist in town used to make them. But it's
64
literally
on
just a
eBay.
deer's ass.
Samson says there's one. You get them. There's $64 on eBay right now. Let's see.
Attaboy Samson.
Gooch says I have some chaos stuff for trade. Dark Imperium box. You got some poxwalkers? What's up with them poxwalkers, Gooch? I'm trying to put together. I'm
I
not
got any
gonna
more
have
of them pox walkers?
poxwalkers.
Hey
Hold on.
baby.
I'm looking for the
Got any
woolly
more?
booger right now. Can you Google that shit? Let's see.
Yeah, that's bizarre, dude. I've definitely on Sasquatch Chronicles podcast. I've heard them refer to Squatch as woolly boogers or just boogers.
That's not unsurprising.
So creepy.
Oh shit, dude. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's scary shit right there.
Yeah, it's weird. The fourth picture for me as well is a Squatch picture.
Look at that. That's a woolly booger. Do you see that? I would be scared
Yep.
shitless if I saw that fucking thing coming through the woods. at me. Like that's a deer's ass.
Yeah,
that's
they're cool.
It's got lips. I need one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Is Samson in the chat?
Samson's in the chat.
Samson, are you going to Ryan's on like the 23rd of September?
Yes, Samson.
Hey,
I'll
this
hang,
one.
I'll hang up and wait for the response.
Look at this one with the Bubba tea. It looks like Cat in the Hat. Like
Oh, that's
something
a good one.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I need one of these.
That's a good burger. Oh,
Dude, the Wonderful World of
crap.
Taxidermy. It's she never quits giving.
64 items for
Yeah.
sale on eBay. Who, you're 60? You got 64 items on eBay, Samson? Or I can get 64 items on eBay. Or there's 64
That's a good question.
jackalopes. Are there 64 jackalopes on eBay? What are we talking about here?
I feel like a jackalope, like eBay was made to trade jackalopes. Like that's what it was invented for.
Man, they're pretty proud of their jackalope.
Yeah, when you Google image search them, they're all like these, like, you know, like those big fuck off rabbits, like the brown ones that are like pretty huge. But when you go, when I search eBay, it's just like, you know, like a bunny that a small child would have in a cage.
Yeah, fucking half stepping. That's bullshit. You got to go all out.
Yeah.
Get that fucking jackrabbit.
I mean, he's got to be big. Some of them jackrabbits are scary big.
Yeah, they're long. I mean,
Like I said, I don't know about long, but
I'm just reading back. I just put the chat thing back up. San Pedro fact checker.
I'm gonna have to look for Woolly Booger first.
learn something new every day.
No Woolly Boogers on
eBay.
On eBay, yeah. But that thing's freaking down. It's scary. I'll tell you what, my son got. My son went to I did go into garage sales and stuff like that. Well, my freaking son goes to a garage sale, and I missed out on this garage sale excursion. But he gets the fucking. Hold on, I gotta show y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Hey Jake, David Sampson has replied, "Fuck yes, I'm going for sure."
Cool. I'm gonna try and make it. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna try. Super stoked. That freaking Ryan.
Like a crazy deal. It's like a weird delay there. So what's he having, like an event? Is he in his?
Yeah, he's
in
having
his house?
he's having a narrative event up there at his place.
How long does it take you to drive that?
That's about 8 hours probably, something like that. I don't know what that is in metric, but
metric hours. That'd be
yeah,
1.5 metric hours. Oh, okay,
What's
cool.
bad is every time we talk in the chat, and I say something about time, my mind immediately thinks, "Oh shit, they're on something different." Okay, what measurement do they use for time?
Okay.
And then I'm like, "Oh yeah,
Any
they use
measurement
fucking
at all?
time."
Check it out. I don't even like touching this fucking thing. But he went to the fucking garage sale, and he comes back with this motherfucker.
Holy shit!
This is the Monkey Shines monkey. Y'all know what this is? This is the fucking
I know
scary.
exactly what that is. Why
This
is that in your home?
Dude, I hate this fucking thing. Like, he fucking puts it like in different places around the house. Like,
How do you know he? I don't think he puts it there.
No,
I think it goes there.
As far as I'm concerned, he puts it there because look at this scary motherfucker. This is
That's what I'm saying.
shit. Like,
That motherfucker moves on his own.
Yeah, its lips are the worst part. No, the teeth are the worst.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter where it goes. It's
Those
still
fucking
looking at
hollow,
you.
dead eyes.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Make it stop.
It's the teeth, man. If it had proper monkey teeth, like little sharp teeth, it wouldn't be as bad because you'd be like, yeah, it's an animal, but it's perfect fucking like Hollywood teeth. Make it look like it's got a little like.
I hate it. I hate everything about it.
Look at this motherfucker. This is scary. I don't even like having this in my house. This is.
I know.
fucked
You need
up.
to get it gone.
I don't like looking at it. I don't like. Yeah, no. Okay, bye.
Jesus.
Like, that's fucking wrong.
Like in TFL After Dark.
You should just you should sit it up on top of your paint rack for a live stream one day. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not. It's not the eyes. It's the teeth. You need to see that big mouth.
It's like the whole package.
Yeah, this is.
It's like a. It's like a Jar Jar style mouth.
You see him up here?
Oh, look at its weird little legs. Wait,
Oh.
does it have legs? It's got pants. Dude, 100% that thing's haunted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You have brought something into your home.
Yeah, my son brought this in, and shit went south. Like, I mean,
It's gonna be
Looks
fucking
like it's
poltergeist
struggling
up
with
in this bitch.
Looks like it's fighting with you. Like, no, I don't want to sit up.
it's like I want to sit up. Fuck you.
Oh.
This is.
Does it have like a? Do you wind it at the back and it claps the things together or some shit? Or?
Yeah, it's got like batteries or something. I don't know. I'll put it down here. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
put it through a fucking through a paper shredder, man.
What's going to be fucked up is here in about 5 minutes, we're all going to look and it's going to be on top of the shelf.
Yeah.
And Josh hadn't touched it.
Yeah, his
Some
screen
bullshit.
will turn off and turn back on and it's there, yeah. Ugh. You're gonna have to douse that in holy water and throw it down a ravine or something.
I was like, why would you buy that, son? He's like, and he's laughing the whole time. I'm like, no, it's not fucking funny. That's fucking demented as shit.
Dude, you don't fuck with the occult shit.
Hail Satan, Father! Hail Satan!
Yeah. Bring that evil into my fucking house. No shit.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby? I went to watch that the other night, and it's not on Netflix. Like, they've got fucking Anchorman, they've got whatever it is,
That's
Step
weird.
Brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
But Talladega Nights is not on there. It's like fucking.
Dude, Step Brothers is
losing
the
my
best. That's the best of the bunch.
Is that the way?
mind. You reckon that's better than Talladega?
Now
No,
the
I
think
tux-
that's
now
pretty
the,
good.
where he's like, now the tuxedos make sense.
Yeah.
Supposed
Oh, yeah, it's fucking weird.
is that onion? It's fucked up. Yeah.
God, it's so good.
So we have so much room for activities,
Yeah.
dude.
Wow.
Bags drum set. It doesn't get any better than that.
No.
Yeah. It's got that dude from is it Scott Adsit? That guy like who's in it's in Parks and Recreation and
Yeah.
Party Down. Yeah. Have you guys seen Party Down? That show Party Down.
Have not.
Ah! Holy fuck, Jake! You need to watch that. It's like
Party,
I'll check it out.
Party down.
Yeah.
Party down.
It's called Party Down, and it's basically about like these just like Hollywood fuck faces that are like just shitty fucking actors, but they work doing like catering, like doing catering basically. And you know Jane Lynch from
I do.
whatever.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she's in it. That Scott Adsit dude's in it, and there's this other fucking guy who's just the biggest fucking loot. It's really good. I think there's only like 2 seasons or 3 seasons or something like that. But yeah, man, fucking awesome
Worth watching.
show. It's really good. Yeah, definitely. It's
Party down.
next level. I can't remember when that came out. That must have been like late mid '90s or something like that. It was before Parks and Rec.
Gotcha.
It's basically the show. Yeah. I always yeah. I don't know. I think Talladega Nights is better, man. So many fucking crazy. It's also got like Borat in it.
Yeah.
Talladega Nights is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan, but Step Brothers is that's the penultimate.
I like when he says, I did a spread for Playgirl. I spread my butt cheeks as my concho. I did it all. My concho. I just want you to know.
Concho.
I spread my butt cheeks as my concho. Playgirl. Yep. Talladega Nights.
So good. So fucking dumb.
Oh shit.
Hey Josh, how many cultists are you taking in your army? Are you and are you taking those fucking Gorgon things? I really want to see someone with like 3 Gorgons or more, 3 or more Gorgons.
Okay, here's one.
Ooh.
Here's 2.
Gorgon.
Here's 2.
Gorgons out the ass.
And the third
How
one,
many?
I haven't put the third one together yet. But
Holy fuck!
I tell you what, I
So you
saw.
have-
There's a funny story about this, right? So when Eighth Edition was coming out, Kimmel was like not having it. He was not happy about Eighth Edition. He was like, "I'm getting out of the hobby," right? So you know,
say the
I
least.
I
Yeah, he
took
said, "Fuck that noise."
I took this as an opportunity, right? So I was like, "Man, Kimmel, is there any way I can possibly talk you into staying in the?" No, I'm out. Fuck this. I'm out. They did this to me one too many times. I said, "Man, I appreciate your dedication. I appreciate you sticking to your guns. What do you want for them Gorgons?"
I'm gonna have to lowball the fuck out of you though on these Gorgons.
I'm gonna have to get those Gorgons off you. So I mean, he came off the Gorgons. I mean, he was straight up dude about it, right? I picked up 6 artillery carriages and 3 Gorgons and a couple of random miniatures, right? So,
Was he remorseful when when he got back in? Was he like,
oh my
hey,
God,
Josh, you haven't stripped down those Gorgons, have you, man?
hey, you what you got on my Gorgons, right? Yeah. No, but he was straight up dude. Like I give it to Kimmel. Like he fucking stuck, gave me the price. I met his price. I said, send me those Gorgons, dude. We saw one of these Gorgons go on eBay for $515 the other day. It was fucking insane.
Holy fuck!
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, like I am seriously contemplating, like, man, fuck, my army doesn't need Gorgons, right? I'll just march them across the field, right? But dude, $515 for a Gorgon is that's insane.
Madness.
So
I've seen pretty insane prices on the Macharius as well, like legit Machariuses.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like I got mine off Samson. If Samson's still in the chat, fucking hail Sid and Samson. I got my Omega Macharius of him, like
no
for
way,
like a really good price.
you
Yeah.
got an Omega? That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I got
Plasma,
up Samson literally, like I was just, it must have just been, he must have been up in the middle of the night or something, and I was just happened to have my phone open and just hit refresh on Facebook, and it came up saying like, Samson just posted this thing for sale just now, and I was like, buy. So I got him before everyone else because like I've seen those things go for fucking loco prices.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Especially the legit ones.
I got a Vanquisher here, and a Macarius Vanquisher, and yeah, man, shit, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous model, man. Shit, it's actually my brother's, but for right now, it's mine because it's my house. So, but yeah.
Yeah, so 3 of those, what are you going to transport, like 120 just infantry? And
120, 120 infantry. And, well, I'll tell you what, my brother, not to give away his freaking plan, but my brother's got an idea of doing like a completely super heavy army, because you can take Malcadors as heavy choices, and you can take the Gorgons as dedicated transports. So you can take 3 Gorgons and like 3 Malcadors, in an army, and then the Stormhammer.
Yeah.
So it's like fucking 1, 2,
That's a
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 super heavies just crunching across the field.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's such a sick force too. Just like doesn't the Gorgon has like a 5+ invulnerable to the front?
Yep.
Right? And it's like AV 14 and 6 hull points or some shit. So it's a fucking beast.
Oh yeah.
And then you've also got like Malcadors, which are tough motherfuckers too, depending on how you arm them. You put some demolishers and shit on them, and then like whatever fucking crazy super heavy, like a Baneblade or something, you could just throw in.
Oh, Stormhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stormhammer. Yeah. Like, we got Stormhammers.
Oh yeah, Stormhammer. Oh, militia can take Stormhammers too, can't they?
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That'd be so crazy.
The fucked up thing is we got 2. Yeah, Samson. We had one, and then Samson posted up one, and it was one of those things. Refresh. I was like, "Hey, what you got on my Stormhammer, homie?" So, yeah. So we actually have 2 Stormhammers because we want to do like a militia tag team, with like 2 Stormhammers.
Yeah. Oh, double Stormhammer plus 120 infantry. In
Gorgons. In Gorgons. Yeah, just a douche list. It was like, okay,
shit.
It's been an hour.
You could make you can make them like 30-man squads, and then put in like 5 Ogrins in each one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you take like 3 units of just fucking Ogrin, because then like depending on what you encounter, you can just dispense like send 30 infantry, that'll deal with them, or send fucking 5 ogrins, that'll deal with them.
Yeah, those ogrins are
Um,
fucking beasts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like the idea of that force. I've never seen that. I've never seen a fully mounted militia force before.
yeah, well, it's coming. You'll see it. It was, yeah, it's coming.
Are you gonna run it at Adepticon, are you? Or?
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Oh, fuck,
That's
all right.
what, this is my Adepticon.
And are you traders or Layla? You're traders.
Traders, yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna build a force to fucking put you in the
Dirty ass
ground.
traders.
To fuck with my build it, bring it.
Yeah, we should play again. You and
I
your
plan
brother
on
should
it.
play against me and Michael.
Hell yeah,
We'll team up.
it's a challenge. It's on. Yeah, our militia against whatever y'all want to bring.
Maybe I've made a big mistake. No, I am thinking of like a super tank heavy army for 2,500 points. Just a whole bunch of vehicle squadrons and shit.
Shit, yeah.
It'd be good. But Steel Stormhammer is going to be a motherfucker. Imagine just anything in the open just getting smashed by those like shred guns and then the fucking twin link battle cannon thing.
I took the Stormhammer this past week in my Solar Ox army, and it was just dirty. I mean, it lived through all 3 games. I mean, I played all 3 games, and no one had anything to do with that Stormhammer, and it was just. But I mean,
how do you find on the sides? Like, you know how there's the 3, what are they? The multi lasers, but you can upgrade them to las cannons.
Yeah.
Do you manage to actually shoot all of them during a game, or is usually half just facing off the table, not seeing anything? Or?
Well, I mean, you have to, like, for example, we played 2,500 point matches, so I couldn't upgrade I could only upgrade 4 las cannons and still fall into my.
Okay.
I upgraded 3, and then of course I had the twin link las cannon in the front, so I had 4. You know, for the front 2. The one in the hull, and then the pintle mount. You know, upgraded it to las cannon, and then the rest for multi lasers. Yeah. And every now and then you get the angle right for multi lasers, and because it's a super heavy, you can shoot at multiple targets. But you're not going to get all the las cannons to the front. You know, there's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah, because it's got like the 3 each side. I just imagine like. You turn it so you can fire 3 of them, but then the ones on the other side are just like empty table or something.
But with Solar Ox, you have targeters on the Stormhammer, which increases the ballistic skill 4, and then you put a tank commander in there, which increases it to ballistic skill 5. So your las cannons are hitting on 2 ups. You know what I'm saying? So even 4 las cannons on a super heavy like that are dangerous as hell. You know, anything but a 1 to hit, anything but a 1 to wound. Or punch through armor. Shit, you're gonna hit it. So.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look up those. Can Space Marines take a Stormhammer and give it Space Marine crew and shit?
Ooh, I don't know.
If they.
That I do not remember.
Fuck. I'd be surprised if you could. Baneblade, Banehammer, Stormlord, Shadow Sword, Storm Sword. So no Stormhammer. The fuck's a Banehammer?
That's that funny one with the little short stumpy barrel.
No, it's a Hellhammer.
Oh yeah, right. Like
no, it's like a big old round.
Yeah.
The Hellhammer's got the compensator on it.
It's the turret with the. It's my favorite.
It's like
that one. Yeah. They weren't you couldn't really use it for a while, could you? It was no, like it was like. Yeah, because it's got the strength 10 AP1 ignores cover fucking main gun, right? Like
yeah.
It's just a fucking total beast.
Fuck you.
That's a big
that's
a big middle finger.
Yeah, Macharius invariants, Crassus invariants.
Hey, I gotta ask you though, where do you have the rules for the Macarius at?
The Macarius?
Yeah.
I've got someone took photos or screenshot of the rules from a fucking PDF and emailed them to me, and I got them saved on my phone.
Man, you have to send those to me too, because like you can take it in Battlescribe, but they don't say anything about sponsons. I mean, so like it's like, can you take sponsons? Or
you can take if you get Quartermaster, fucking awesome
Yeah,
army
what do you?
generator.
Yeah, you've got an iPhone. Why aren't you using
Yeah.
Quartermaster?
I use Quartermaster.
Yeah.
Infinitely better. Oh,
I use both. But like,
okay.
I
Well,
haven't been able to find the Macarius rules for, you know, Heresy.
oh yeah, I'll send you the actual rules, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like you can put sponsons on it and you can give them heavy boulders.
See, I have
actually
like the
one of them
Apocalypse
comes with-
books. I have the. I mean, it was in the Siege of Rax is where the actual rules were, but it still has structure points. You know, and I'm kind of
No,
wondering.
yeah.
Like,
What you need is it's Imperial Armor. I think it's Imperial Armor Book 2.
it's the
No,
second
Imperial Armor Book 1, Volume 2, or second edition.
edition. Yeah.
Imperial Armor Volume 1, second edition, something like that.
yeah, that's gonna be your guard.
Someone in the
stuff.
chat will know. No, San Pedro's gone to sleep. We're never gonna know now. Damn it.
God, this thing is so dopey looking.
What are you working on?
I'm putting together a an original
Is that
Keeper of
the
Secrets.
Nash? Yes.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the cow head, or is that the?
Yeah, this is the one with the cow head.
That's titties. Fuck, where did you find that pewter monstrosity?
A buddy of mine had it, and he was cleaning out all of his shit, and he was like, "Here, just fucking take this." And I haven't done anything with it for a while, and I'm just was like, this is as good a time as I need to put him together.
Like, it's really taken some constitution to put these fucking poxwalkers together. I gotta tell you,
I don't doubt that.
like, so many little heads.
What do they look like next to a cultist? Josh, can you hold them up?
Sure.
They ought to be about the same, just grosser.
Yeah, they're just grosser. Like this guy. This guy's pretty cool. You can definitely tell he was like maybe a doctor. Let's see him.
Yeah.
He's got like a hammer, a big ass hammer, but he's got like a lab coat on. Maybe he was a scientist. But then you have your
one of them's got that reanimator look going on.
Yeah. But then you have your cultist. Your cultist is pretty cool. You know, he looks kind of like Necromunda, like a hiver, you know.
Yeah.
And he's got like a gas mag. And then you have, like, this is the cultist, the Forge World cultist. And if you look closely, you can see he's got like a Chaos Star on his like shitty breastplate, and he's got like a hood. Like he's got like a hood over his head. And then
can you hold them up next to each other so we can see the size?
Well, then you got I got one more here to show you,
all right.
Which is the Enforcer. The Enforcer model, which I guess would be like your Grenadiers or like your specialty troops, and these guys got bitch and skull faces, you know.
Yeah,
and
those
he's
are
got
badass.
He's got a whip. Like, I mean, he's like, fuck you. I got a plasma pistol.
Are you gonna use them as discipline officers in the militia list?
See, I got like fucking 40 of these guys, the Enforcers, because I was gonna use them as like, you know, like a better quality of troop. But I guess I could use some of these with the whips for Enforcers, you know.
Yeah, you definitely want that, man.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna hold up.
You can make them stubborn. If you're not going to make them fearless through like the whichever provenance that is, cultic horde, you could give them bomb collars, and then also and then put a discipline officer, and I think that boosts you up to like 9 with a reroll. Stubborn 9 with a reroll.
God, every time I think about bomb collars, I think of Running Man.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, bomb collars. You know, in Australia, there was I don't know if this has happened in America, but in Australia, some dude like kidnapped this chick and then put a bomb collar around her neck and then forced her to rob a bank. There was a bomb collar on. Oh, there's something too.
Damn it!
Maybe I'm getting that story mixed up. I have to dig it up. But yeah, there was definitely a period of time where bomb collars. Obviously, like this dude had just seen Running Man, was like, oh my god,
what a great idea! Yeah, bomb collar. Shit, I tell you what. Okay, let's see. Here's them next to each other. Can you see them? Can you see them?
Oh yeah, so they're not too dissimilar.
No, I mean they kind of got the same kind of like, except the Poxwalkers have a little more nurgle to them, horns.
Yeah, there's more skin on them as well. There's more skin.
Yeah, exposed areas, I guess. if you will. But
Yeah.
I dig it. I mean, I just need them for diversity. Work them into the. I may not run too many of these poxwalkers, but if I'm running 300
Yeah.
freaking troops, 120 in Gorgons, the thing is that some of them won't ever get out of the freaking vehicle. They'll just.
Oh wait. So you're gonna run more than 120?
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta have guys on foot. Yeah, because you
Oh,
can take
shit.
like
Okay.
the inducted levy squads. You can take 50 of them. You can take
Yeah.
50 a squad of 50. And it costs like what 100 points for 50. They're like 2 points a piece. So I
Yeah.
mean, the bad thing is it makes for a long game. Like I would actually
Yeah.
put them on movement trays and be like, okay, pipe plate the shit out of it. I don't give a shit. Even if you took out the whole freaking squad of 50 with one freaking massive blast, you just took out 100 points. Whoopity
Yeah.
doo. I mean, it's like,
Yes. That's what I do with thralls. There's so many. Like a 20-man unit is just such a pain in the dick. So I just like push them forward in just like big piles. And if someone wants to put plasma cannons in, I'm like, alright, cool. I'll just take them off. Like,
I'll take them off.
definitely fucking get all of them. Yeah, like I don't care. It's just 100 points.
Yeah.
I remember
So,
I was playing.
yeah.
I was playing in a tournament with orcs one time. I was playing Battle Wagon Orcs back in like 5th edition, and there was a point where I got into the game. I needed to get out and get onto this objective, and I looked at him. I said, "Look, I don't give a fuck what happens in this game. I'm not unloading another fucking orc out of one of these fucking battle wagons." I said, "I'm done. Too many fucking models."
Yeah. What sucks if you're deploying, like I played the Solar Ox game, and I deployed like, I had 6 Dracosans and a Stormhammer, and then I had 40 dudes on foot. You know what I'm saying? So I had in toto, uh, 80 las cannon section guys, 20 Velataris, so that's 100, and then I had 40 guys on foot, so 140 guys, and it was hard to deploy. You know what I'm saying? Because you have
you start running out of room.
Running out of room to deploy, and then you got to put them in reserves, and then it's a fucking, it's a motherfucker, just. But it looks glorious when you fill up a side, or when all your Dracosans move up, and then they dump out. Oh, it looks so good on the table. But
yeah, I was looking at some pictures of those games. Is that when you were playing the Golars guys?
yeah.
And is that your green Solar Ox?
Yeah, that's my green Solar Rocks. Yeah.
Like an olive drab or something? Yeah, it looks fucking awesome.
Josh, are you Solar Ox loyalist or traitor?
God damn it! I hate to say it, but they're freaking loyalists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
loyalist.
And I want to run them as traitors, but that McSade, that special character is just so titties. Like he is just so awesome.
Yeah.
And then you got Avis Joven, which should be a traitor character, but that surgeon that gives his whole squad feel no pain with the auto gurney is just a titties character also, and it's like, damn it.
And he's also got like an AP3 instant death fucking thing. It's like so good for killing like I've had that used against my Salax and shit, where he just runs in and goes like he just straight up just instant kills like 2 or 3 of them. You're like, fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah.
So imagine taking Mistad right, and then you're like losing entire like Malcadors and shit, and they're coming back in a 4+.
Come back.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they come back. Like, I think it's a 5. I think it may be a 5-up. But
yeah,
it might. Yeah, I think it's a 5-up. But I mean, you lose your Malgador and Furnace, because everyone's like, "Ooh, the target!" And they kill it, and then it comes back, and it's like, "Fuck, man, what a dick move."
Yeah.
There's some dickish rules for the Solar Ox that me and my brother have talked about, but it's there, so I use it.
Yeah.
The whole leadership 10, like, that's a dick move, right? But
yeah, I'm just sending you those rules, Josh.
Fantastic.
What a guy.
Yeah, you're
chat. I had to go back like so many fucking months. Every time I use this tank, I have to like scroll back to the last time I used it, and then just duplicate the photo in my phone. So I've got the latest one. But which one have you got? The tank kind of one, the Vanquisher?
Oh, the Vanquisher, yeah.
Yeah, so it has 1 hull-mounted twin-linked heavy stubber and 2 sponsons, each with a heavy stubber, and you can upgrade the heavy stubber to heavy boulders for 10 points or heavy flamers for 10 points. That's bullshit. You can't give it las cannon.
Yeah. Hey, is there
Tim,
is
what
there
you
a
ought to
way?
do?
Is there a way you can give it a hull mounted battle cannon?
No, one hull mounted twin linked heavy stubber, and you can't upgrade it. That's the problem with those Vanquishers, is like a Malkador is just, even though it's a smaller tank, a Malkador is so much heavily armored. You can put a battle cannon and a demolisher on there, give it 14 front, and a flare shield, and then just be like, okay, now what? Chuck some autocannons and shit on there. Whereas a Vanquisher, you've literally just got the main gun, and that's pretty much all. Yeah. But yeah, the Vanquisher's alright, but just an AP2 pen is like alright, but then you're relying on like a 6 to fucking do anything. So you just constantly, like, you've got this awesome mega shot, but it's not like against other super heavies or land
Hey,
raiders
but
and shit.
I did have on those rules. Does it say you get to choose the shell that you fire, or did they change it also?
No. So there's Beast Hammer. You can get Beast Hammer ammo or Beast Slayer ammo or something like that for it, but that's only if you take the Armored Company list.
Oh, okay.
Because that makes it fucking instant death. So that'd be fucking awesome against Mechanicum shit, just shooting out like fucking Thanatars in the face, just like a fucking tungsten stab it. See you in hell, piece of shit. But 375 points for just like a 6 hull point fucking
Lehman Russ, yeah.
twin link Vanquisher.
Yeah.
Pretty expensive, man. Like, and it doesn't have a bonus to Thunder Crush or anything. I think the Omega is really good. You could always you could convert it into a Vulcan.
Ooh, yeah, just change the
The
turret.
Vulcan's pretty good. Yeah. We don't even have to change the turret. You just change. Well, you could change the turret, or you could just change the guns. Just take the battle cannons out. Put some sort of huge miniguns in there. That's essentially all it is. If you look at the model, like, it's just it's a slightly different turret. And the Vulcan's pretty good. I always thought it had rending on its shots, but it's just. Yeah.
You know what sucks about
it's strength 6 AP3.
You know what sucks about the Macarius Vulcan is that it's got to shoot at the same target to get 30 shots. Like the Stormlord can shoot at 2 different targets, 15 shots at the first target. If it doesn't move, it can shoot 15 shots at the second target. But the Macarius Vulcan has got to shoot at the same target.
Stormlord's fucking good.
Yeah, Stormlord is unstoppable.
I love that.
But I guess it would be because the Macarius has got a limited traverse. You know, like it doesn't. Well, so does the Stormlord, you know, shit.
No, Stormlord's just fucking hull built, whereas this has a fucking turret. So you would think that it would just be able to, like, whop, and then as it's turning, just like, whop, just drag it across, like, 2 squads, just punishing them with 15 shots each.
But it's not on a turret. It doesn't.
My Chariot is, yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, the Vulcan is. Yeah, Vulcan is, and the Stormlord's just like it's basically a shadow sword with a minigun on it.
Yeah, it's got a pivot.
Yeah, 60 inches as well is like fucking awesome.
Shit,
You have to sit back. Like, I love those. Like, I've got new appreciation for like really long range weapons. Like, I played Necrons for fucking ages in 40K, and then I played like and then I've been playing Mechanicum for ages, which, you know, there is a few long range things, but it's mostly short range fucking firepower. But every now and then, like when I use conversion beamers or some shit, and you can just get you can just like reach all the way into their back line and just like, hey, nice Medusas, fucking 72 inches away, boom, just fuck them up. So good, feels so good.
Oh
man.
yeah,
Not having to foot slope all the way there and fight shit.
Samson says he's going to send 120 tech. 120. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
Shit, yeah. They got better weaponry. Right? Lasloks? What are the Lasloks? Tech thralls, right?
So range 18, strength 4, AP, I think it's nothing maybe. And assault 1, or you can make them assault 2 for like 15 points.
Oh, they never get close, man. I got a heavy 236-inch range with my solar rocks. It's dirty. Now, Bolthus, man.
Oh, but you still substituting a 4+ save and then a 5+ feel no pain on the
Yep.
thralls. But yeah, like I've used 80 thralls in games before, and like that's a fuckload of thralls, and he's talking about 120, so he's talking about like a whole another 40, which is just like holy shit. 120 must be the max. Yeah, that's 6 troops units of 20. and he's got all the Triaris for them too as well.
Was Stormlord the face of his face? Stormlord. Yeah, I've come to realize that quantity is way better than quality.
Yeah, especially with Terminators. Like so many times, I've just done like, 20 shots. A thrall's only BS2, but I've just done like 40 shots into a fucking unit of 5 Terminators and just killed like 3 or 4 of them. People have just been like, whoa, fuck. I've done it to Michael a bunch of times, and he's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I took out Tyrants that past week. I took out Tyrants, and like you take out 2 Tyrants, and it's like, well, that pays for the squad, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, mass firepower, man. You better make sure you don't run into anyone who's got like a fuckload of Volkite Culverins or something, Josh.
Yeah, the Volkites will fuck me
fucking
up.
Exterminate, like, because you kill a 50-man so easy.
Cacophony are bad too. Dealing with Cacophony, oh my god, yeah, it's like the worst.
Dude, that fucking third company elite or whatever it is that the Emperor's Children have, where the whole fucking army is Cacophony.
Yeah.
Every time I play against Emperor's Children, that's what they field.
Shit, it's a nasty list.
God, yeah, it is.
It's nasty.
Yeah. One of our mates over here has Iron Hand, sorry, and in his sort of basic army, he takes like 10 Volkite Culverins and 10 of the other ones, whatever they're called, the scoring ones, the Calivers. This like huge amount of fucking high strength firepower. So if you're basic Marines, you're just constantly rolling those 3+ and just losing tons of dudes every time, and then deflag rate and everything. That'd be a fucking sick army to play against thralls, especially things that Iron Hand. So like any sort of bullshit baby shooting at them with las guns just turns into like 6s to wound them. So they're just standing there like, fuck you, let's take as many down as possible.
That's where I've had some fun sticking some heavy support squads with Culverins in the back of a Stormlord, and just shooting with the Stormlord and then popping those guys out the top and shooting the Culverin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fucking DACA.
Fuck yeah.
Like a fucking safari.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck! You should take a onslaught an onslaught list, and then you could take the Stormlord, Volkite Culverin dudes in it, and also a glaive, and then just like, come on, let's go. Time for some rage.
I hate friendship.
Yeah, I don't need friends. Shit, I need a win.
Oh shit, that'd be so good.
This is how I base my self-worth.
Yeah.
Well, shit, fellas, I'm gonna have to crash out.
Yeah, dude.
But it's good talking with you guys, man. I'm glad y'all came on. Fucking kept it alive.
No, I appreciate the offer.
We might have to set up a freaking Hurricane Heresy podcast. As long as I keep the lights on, let you guys know if we do something like that. Fucking.
Imagine you're podcasting and like the wall starts to just rip away behind you, and everyone's like, ah! And you're like, no. You're like holding onto the desk, and it's like the camera's still filming you as you're just getting like your legs are up in the air, and you're like, ah!
If everything else goes, I promise you, that fucking monkey is gonna still be there.
Oh God, fuck that monkey.
Yeah, where is it? Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still, he's. That thing is scary as shit.
Yeah. It's the only thing left in the room. Like every single other thing in the room, including that giant paint rack and shit, have just been sucked out of the fucking wall. And the only thing sitting there is just the monkey, just like pristine, like not even wet from the rain or anything. Just like
mocking
glistening.
He slowly begins to smash his cymbals together.
Fucking ass monkey.
They call me the Stormcaller. Yeah, he's a curse.
Yeah, fuck that. It's scary.
Tornado to try and find.
Yeah, he plants it around the house, that little asshole. But, all right, fellas.
It's like Elf on the Shelf, but way more fucked up.
No, yeah, way more fucked up. You have no idea. It's not funny. Not funny at all. All right, guys. All you guys in the chat,
All right,
man,
dude.
y'all have a good one. Let's see. Yep. Gooch and fucking Samson, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week, or we'll let you know if we have a special Hurricane Heresy cast. And Tim, thanks for coming on, man. Shit,
That's
Jake,
fun. Yeah,
always,
yeah,
always a winner.
Yep, glad to be here.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Y'all guys have a good one. FRB.
Be good.
All right. See you guys.